right now because we've got news to talk about. Video game news. I gotta find the intro tab. Hey, welcome everyone to Super Gamecast, your source for video game and video game industry news. I'm Aaron. I'm joined by Bronson. How you doing, bud?
Good. It was a good week. Got a lot done, and then also played a lot of the specific franchise video games that we'll get into later.
You played a lot of video games. You shared your list this week, and I was like, what's going on over there? All right, that's fine. But yeah, we got a lot to get into. There's a lot of conversation to be had, so we are going to hurry this bit up, and we're going to jump straight into the first bit of news here. One that turns my bones to dust. Xbox 360 is 20 years old today.
It's wild.
And
it's
today,
wild.
It's yesterday, which is the 22nd. Yep.
Yeah. So the 22nd is of November is the birthday of the Xbox 360, and yeah, it's 20. It's 20, dog.
Okay, so this blows my mind because I've been playing video games long before this. I played the NES, I played the SNES, 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, original Xbox. But this was the first console. This generation was very key in terms of wanting to get into like covering video games and like getting deeper into video games beyond just playing them when they're put in front of me. They were showing off videos of what the 360 could do, and you were watching the guys in Fight Night sweat like crazy, and Shaq was sweating like crazy, and Call of Duty, and there were just a number of games that they were showing off what the tech could do. It was like, damn.
I remember like I was big at that point in time. I was really big into my PC and my Xbox, and this thing was shown off at the MTV thing, and I thought, oh, this thing looks super cool, and I'm excited for Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
And then at E3, we get the details on it, and it literally does so much shit that I was asking for from the original Xbox. Like, I would love to be able to chat with my friends while playing other games, because like we would love playing Halo 2 together, but sometimes I would want to go play like Madden for a month, or go play like Crimson Skies, and like, nah, we can't be chatting, can't be doing anything.
Right.
And then like I loved custom soundtracks. It was one of my favorite parts of the original Xbox. It's a big part of why like I played so much Forza and Project Gotham and Madden, as I could run my own music.
Right.
And this is like, oh yeah, not only can you run your own music, you can hook your MP3 player to it and run it in any game.
Yep.
And it was just like, bro, what? And then the games, like, dude, Project Gotham, like, I know today, like, PGR3 does not look like a real stunner of a game.
Yeah.
But at the time, Project Gotham Racing 3, that shit looked photorealistic. That shit looked fucking, like, about as good as a car game had ever looked.
Yeah.
And it was mind-blowing. And then the stuff that was upcoming, like, as you said, Fight Night. Fight Night and Madden. Like, yo, look at these dudes sweat.
The sweat was crazy. You guys don't understand. Kids these days don't understand the importance of sweat in video games.
They don't. They do not. But yeah, like, so you had these ridiculous fucking, like, they probably made them sweat too much, in all honesty.
Well,
like,
really, they really did, actually.
Like, you looked at Donovan McNabb when you were playing Madden, you were like, oh God, are you okay?
Shaq was melting on the court.
just Candle Man. But yeah, and then I remember playing Dead or Alive, and look at the cloth, dude. Look at the cloth on her, like, on her outfit. Like, holy shit.
Yep.
And then you played, and then the game that really blew my fucking mind was Cameo. Like, when you got to that big battlefield, and it's like hundreds and hundreds of trolls in this massive open area. And it was amazing. Similar to Dead Rising, like Dead Rising within the first year, you just saw like hundreds of fucking zombies. And then Oblivion.
Yep.
Like when you first get out of the sewer, just dude, and
Nuts.
at least in my case, most of the time this was on an SD television. Like we had an HD TV, it was in the living room, but that's not what I was playing on most of the time.
Right.
I was playing on the CRT, so I didn't get proper HD until like 2009.
Well, I mean, yeah, for a lot of people, it was a slow transition.
Yeah,
This was kind of
like
riding on that edge. But yeah, this was. Would you say? I think the jump from the PS1 to PS2 era was the biggest, and then I mean, you could argue the switch from like 2D video games to PlayStation and 64 was probably the biggest, but this was right up there. This was like the latter half of that big change.
I think this honestly what does feel like the last big change. Like,
Yeah.
yes, when you go back and play, like I played a lot of 360 games this week actually, and yeah, you go back and you're like, oh, this does look old in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But it does feel kind of like the last big change in consoles and in everything. Like I remember just all the stuff that like we take for almost granted now. Like, oh, if a system doesn't have this, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Your cross game chat achievements. Like this was the first system to do achievements.
Yep.
An online marketplace. Like at the time that was very novel on a console, especially of like, oh yeah, dude, you can download video games.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was huge.
Like this does feel like the last console that was like an evolution or like a revolution and not like just slowly evolving.
Right. Yeah. That's not to say that progress hasn't been made. That things, this doesn't look old now, but like, especially, this was, you think about the way games move after Half-Life 2 and Resident Evil 4 and games that came out around this time. Just like the way games play, I can play a 360 game with no problem. Whereas if I try to go to like PS1 era, I'm like, okay, how does this work?
Yes, like I feel like 360 is when a lot of stuff started to get standardized. And I think that's you see that in shooters especially.
Yes.
Like when console shooters were kind of the Wild West, and then they got a little better with the original Xbox and Halo, but they didn't become like, okay, this is the control scheme for a shooter until the 360. Like when Call of Duty 2 and Halo 3 and like later on Battlefield Bad Company all kind of figured out, oh, this is how you play shooters on a console.
Yeah. This was the console that kind of, figured out a lot of things that, that there have been innovations since, but like, I don't know. This was the last big jump, and there was a lot of mystique around this push, and then yeah.
And it was also like the industry hit a really good middle ground, and they started this in the PS2, but like the 360 was like, it's big enough to where like you get really cool high budget production value stuff, but it's small enough to where there's still a lot of creativity here.
Yes. Yeah.
Like especially from the first party studios out of Microsoft and Sony. When they, I
wonder if they would agree to that at the time, because it's probably bigger than it's ever been. Because the industry and the games just keep getting bigger.
Yeah, like at the time, it was the biggest it had ever been, and it seemed like it was, you could make arguments that like this is not as creative as the PS2, and in some ways you're right, but then you look at like a game like Geometry Wars or a game, you look at like Viva Pinata or you look at Dead Rising, and you're like, I'm not sure a lot of this would have been possible or greenlit today. Like if Dead Rising was a new franchise today, I am not sure a studio would be like, I don't know, do we really want to spend millions of dollars greenlighting a new IP?
Right.
You know, like it's, and that's something that I think is a little lost.
Yes, it
And
is.
I do, you know, and I think that I look back fondly on the 360. Like, obviously, the red ring problem.
Yep.
You know, the system had. I went through 7 fucking Xboxes.
Insane.
I had to be the unluckiest motherfucker in the world when it came to the Xbox 360.
But here's the thing. Like, I have my Series X, and it completely pooped out. And the context of where
Next time you
Xbox,
come to Reno, bring it to me. I'll see what I can do.
sure, yeah. I got my copy of Prototype to work on my PC, so it is literally just like to have access to the old skate games that I have downloaded on there. That's it.
I use mine, like, I'm inches away from just putting a 360 in my living room instead, because I mostly just play 360 games.
If you got a 360 game, a console that works and can play all those old games, it just, yeah.
Like, yes, the upscaling is nice on the Series X, but it does not play the Project Gotham games,
right,
which is games I love.
So the thing, though, is that where the Series X is at, where Xbox is at right now, that thing took a poop once, and I was like, all right, you're a paperweight now. I'm going to hang on to you for the day I decide to get you fixed, but it's just not a priority for me. 360, at the height of its powers, you went back and repaired that thing or got new ones? You just kept doing it.
Like you know, like, the first one was a warranty replacement. The next 3 were all under the red ring replacement policy stuff they had. And then the last one was let's see. Like, number 6 was like a disc tray issue.
Huh.
Where, like, I had to Fonzie the top of it to get the disc tray open. Just literally, just like, I'd knock the top of it, like, it would get jammed. I'd knock the top of it. This tray would open, and, like, if I had company over, we're doing rock band, I'd go, "Hey,
yeah, that's funny."
I sold that one to my friend John because he was willing to put up with it.
Okay.
And I bought a Slim, and even the Slim has worked. It still works. It's the one I still have, but it does have a problem.
Okay.
The power supply fan is making a rattling noise. So I need to replace the power supply on it.
Yeah.
Because you remember, the power supplies on those were external. They were the bricks.
Right. So you just need to get a new cord with the power.
I just need to get a new brick.
It's making a sound?
So, yeah, it's making a rattling noise. The fan is loose. But
okay, all right.
I don't have the confidence to take apart a power supply and not die.
Exactly, right.
So, you know.
So, but that was the thing, was 360 was so big. That was a common story. People were getting multiple Xboxes, usually through their, red ring replacement policy. But people would go through with it because it was the 360 in the 360 era.
The games were there. It was a better place to play multi-platform games. Like, if you were really big into Call of Duty, or you were really big into the sports games, like the first year that PS3 was out, Madden didn't run at 60, but it ran at 60 on the 360.
So weird.
Or like Call of Duty, the maps came out first on 360. So if you were really Call of Duty and were going to buy the map packs, then it was better to get the 360 version.
Right.
Like it had all these, like, PS3 eventually caught up, and in my opinion, PS3 actually does have a better overall library. But, those first, at minimum 3, you could argue 4 to 5 years, that shit was all Xbox all the time.
Like, they had their own, not quite as Don Matrick, but close to Don Matrick moments with that press conference. And
$599 US. The difference is like, so the PS3 did not go the way of the Xbox One because they put out a bunch of great games.
Right.
Is kind of the, and Microsoft, on the other hand, like, not nearly as many people converted as they did off of when the PS4 and Xbox One drama happened. But a lot of people moved from being PS2 people to 360 people.
Yep.
Like that was a very, very common occurrence. You know, you saw the amount of people that went from like I am a hardcore PS2 guy to I now own a 360.
Right.
Because it was cheaper. It had more games. The games that were multi-plat ran better. You could play Halo.
Yep.
The online was a lot better.
Yep.
It was just the premier experience if you wanted to do great games. And they would of course squander that by the end of the generation.
Well, that was the thing.
But,
like, man, they got something cool here.
They completely like I did all that homework for that Xbox video I did, which you all should go watch that. It's on the main channel.
Yes.
And you see this you see the turn start to happen in 09 where they still have a couple new IP coming out, stuff like Shadow Complex, Alan Wake. Yeah, they're still doing the service thing, but like 30 minutes of that show was like, you can use Facebook on your Xbox now.
Yep.
But at the time, that was kind of novel.
Right.
You know, that was social media had not been ruined yet.
Yeah.
So
right.
being able to use Facebook and Twitter on an Xbox was novel. But then the next year, 2010, is like, we work on Fable, we work on Forza, we work on Gears and Halo. And now here is an hour of really bad, awkward camera video games and apps.
Yep.
ESPN on your Xbox, cable TV on your Xbox. And like, and I want to stress that I think the reason people didn't see this as much at the time, like we did because we were reporting on it,
right,
is because they were still getting all the really great third-party games. Like, you were still getting South Park: The Stick of Truth. You were still getting Spec Ops. You were still getting Walking Dead. You were still getting great Xbox Live Arcade games like Explosion Man. So it didn't really matter as much. Like, yeah, the PS3 was getting more and better exclusives from like 2009, if we're being honest, onward. But if you owned a 360, you were very content and happy with that. And yeah, like when I think, and then, they tried to go full send into those 4 AAA games and then Connect, and it didn't work out. And then they doubled down on entertainment instead of games when the new system launched. And they've been trying to get back to the early to mid years of the 360 ever since.
Yeah.
Ever since.
Yep.
And it's... And the ironic part is like, I really wish someone could convince them, look, the reason why the 360 is so beloved and none of your other consoles past it have been nearly as beloved is because it had a bunch of great games. It was priced very well for the time. It was ahead of the curve in terms of services. And that's it. And like, to be the most real, it was the games. Like, I bought a 360 because of Halo, Gears, Perfect Dark, Viva Pinata, like all these games that were great that I could only play on a fucking Xbox.
Right.
Not my Xbox and my computer. Not my Xbox and my fridge.
Yep.
Not my Xbox and my laptop. That I could only play on my Xbox. And yes. And yeah, that was it. And I would say it is probably the 4th most influential console of all time.
Okay, what are the 3?
I would say the PS1. PS1 is kind of when video games went like real. It's when video games kind of grew up. Right. You started getting games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Metal Gear, more intense subject matter, a little more adult, a little more, a little less teenage, like, focused, like,
There's
just
definitely
getting more
teenage
Hollywood.
Focused stuff happening in there, but
there was, but like, it was more...
Oh, hang on, Bronson, you went robotic. Hang on. You're being taken over by the machines.
Machines.
Machines are taking over the Matrix. No. The Microsoft finally caught up to us. They don't like us talking about this the way that we have been. Which, really, they should have attacked us a lot sooner. Oh, he's looking a little better. I guess we're getting an update. But the Xbox. It's just. I miss those times. Those years were really good.
Yeah, sorry. So.
Yeah, you were talking PS1. Grew up.
So yeah, the PS1, the PS2.
Yeah, PS2.
I think the
great.
PS2, it was like getting the multimedia stuff in there, getting DVD playback, like that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was huge.
And then I would say the NES, because like it saved North American video games.
Sure did.
But speaking of multimedia though, the PS2, like the 360 was the first one to have Netflix.
Huge.
First one to have.
Yeah.
First one to have Hulu. First one to have all the apps.
Yep. So cheers to Xbox 360. You were key to our gaming journey, and we're sorry for everything that happened afterwards.
Yep. I'll remember you fondly. I will always keep a 360 around for all the great games on it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Xbox. Well, we'll get to Xbox later.
All right.
But let's talk about something that I find much more exciting.
All right.
The Steam machine.
The Steam machine and Valve hardware in general.
Yeah, Valve hardware stuff. So we were doing we did a couple videos on the games that to get to know us, games that made us. You should check out those videos. It was a fun time making those lists. And but during that time, a lot of news came out, including, hey, Steam is just working on a bunch of hardware. You should check this out. And we finally got some info.
Yeah. So they're making three things. They're making a controller, which it's basically someone took the screen out of a Steam Deck.
Right.
That one's pretty self-explanatory. Though the analog sticks do have some additional touch features, which is interesting.
The sticks themselves?
Yeah.
Okay, because they're sticking with the pads.
Yep.
But the sticks themselves have some touch features. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then they announced their new VR headset, which will have standalone VR. Like it's gonna have a Snapdragon chip, and they're gonna have a translation layer.
Okay.
It's wireless. It has a modular head strap. It's lightweight. They're doing this special kind of refresh rate to help games run better, where it only runs at high res where your eyes are being tracked.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting.
Wow.
And then they have the Steam machine, which is kind of the one that I want to focus on for now. Like the controller's the controller. I think the VR headset is cool, but it's VR, man. It's niche. I want to buy one just because I do want to get it. Like, I want one because it looks way more comfortable and way less of a pain in the ass than the Quest 2.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to go through layers of meta bullshit.
Yep.
To get access to
my games,
my VR games.
I just want to play the video games. Can you please just let me play the games?
So the connection dropped again on the wireless. All right, let me plug the wire in.
Yep.
Oh, now you're not working well with Steam Link. God damn it.
No, let's talk about the GameCube.
Yeah. The GameCube, D-Brand already confirmed a companion cube skin, by the way.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, the GameCube, or the Steam machine as it's called, is a mini PC running SteamOS, which is a branch of Linux.
Yep.
You can play the video if you want.
I
think this.
we're not going to play too many videos today, so I think we can do this. We had some large uploads to do those last two videos, so I'm like hesitant now. But it's just one video. We should be okay.
Yeah, you should be okay. You're,
All
you're all
right.
right. You're right. But yeah. So the Steam machine's kind of in the middle of it, and it's this little cube guy, little cubey cube.
I love the way it looks. It's just this
I,
little
I
thing.
I love the design, and it has swappable magnetic faceplates. They haven't said if they're going to sell those or just leave those to the community
Oh, that's an
or
interesting idea.
not.
I automatically assumed they were going to sell them, but yeah, this is Steam we're talking about. Valve.
Yeah,
Who
they
knows?
they you know they have been very cool with you modding the living shit out of a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I want to be like they straight up be like, oh yeah, you want to do a shell swap? Great, go for it.
Right.
So yeah, the it's gonna come. There's been a lot of discussion on this thing when it comes to price and power recently
Of course.
because they say, oh man, 4K 60 with FSR, but then I look at the specs and I'm like, I guess. Sure, maybe. Because it's running a semi-custom Zen 4 6-core 12-thread processor and a semi-custom RDNA 3 28 CU GPU with 8 gigs of VRAM and 16 gigs of regular RAM. And there's going to be two models, a 512 and a 2 terabyte with a micro SD card slot for more memory. Along with 2x2 Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth, all that good shit.
Yep.
And people looked at this, and what Valve is claiming, and it's kind of backed up by a lot of people, is this thing is going to be probably a little more powerful than a 4060.
Okay.
Is what you're looking at.
All right.
Which I think that I think that that's probably what it was. Is my guess, and I think that for most people is going to be hard to run 4K. It's going to be dependent on what you're playing, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and that is technically better than most GPUs on Steam. You know, you look at the most used GPUs on Steam, it's the 3060, the 4060 laptop, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
On top of the fact that Steam OS is certainly far lighter and breezier and easier to use than Windows. All of those are factors, absolutely. However, I don't know, as far as power is concerned, like I think that if you are willing to settle for using FSR, so stuff will be a little blurry.
Yep.
And then so I think that's the first issue. And then I think the next issue is the fact that I think people are going to expect, like, people who are not technologically inclined or know any of this are going to boot it up and expect it to be like a console where every game runs 100% perfect. And then they're going to run into something like Dragon's Dogma 2, and they're wondering like why they're going to be getting like 40 FPS at 4K if you're using a shit ton of scaling.
Right.
And they're going to be like, what the fuck?
This could go bad for Valve. This could also be introducing the way to introduce people who are otherwise just console gamers, introducing them to the fun and terrible world of PC gaming, and just whether they will accept it or not.
Like, I think if developers go back and add like
Oh, you're breaking up again.
Is it better?
Not yet. Matrix is crashing. Well, praising Valve doesn't seem to help us.
Valve,
Well. Hello? Hi.
Is it better?
It's better right now.
Better right now?
Yes.
Okay, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that like I've had multiple people I know who are like console only people tell me like, "Oh man, I'm totally going to buy one of these," or "I'm very interested in buying one of these. Like, do you think this is good?" And I told them like it's good if you don't give a shit about multiplayer games. Like I think that, and you have the proper expectations, because like if you're expecting, what you get out of like even your computer, Aaron, or mine, you'll probably be disappointed.
You think
Where
you
you're
think this
running
won't hit what I got?
I mean, you have a 3080 Ti, right?
Think so. I think that's what I did.
Yeah, like so. No, because it's going to be around where a 4060 is.
Yeah, I'm still a PC casual. I'm aware of the world, but I don't understand like the difference between a 3080 Ti and a 4060. My dumb brain assumes bigger number must mean better.
It's a sizable gap. The 4060 has some nice newer updated tech, but in terms of raw power, yours is quite a bit faster.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, I think that like, so I think that's like the first issue as far as like, and then it's the price. Like they haven't announced price.
The people are going to be put off by the price.
They said it's going to be around where a mini PC is, which could be anywhere from $600 to $1,000.
We have a story. The next story goes into a little bit about that.
Yes, and I think that if this thing is priced well, which I would say a good price would be $600, $700, because that's just where consoles are now. I think that it'll be wildly successful.
Sure.
I really do. Like I've had multiple people ask me, is this a good investment? Like should I get in on the Steam machine? And I'm like, if you don't care about Battlefield, Call of Duty, any of the games that use like the shitty version of anti-cheat, then yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's genuinely a perfect device. I think it's a great entry point. Like it's a little bit faster or it's a little less fast than a PS5, but you also, you're getting Steam, which there's a lot of goddamn video games on Steam, my guy.
Right.
And then they are.
So, just to clarify, when it comes to multiplayer, you're specifically talking about games that use anti-cheat.
That use this specific kind of anti-cheat.
Okay.
So, like, for example, I can't play Battlefield 6 on my Steam Deck or any Steam machine.
Right.
But I can play. Marvel Rivals and Halo.
Okay.
Because those have anti-cheat that plays nice with Linux.
Okay.
But I can't play Dragon Ball Fighters. So
this is a matter of whether it becomes a priority for the Battlefield devs or the Call of Duty devs to make something that works for Linux.
Yes, basically. And if enough Steam machines get sold, they absolutely will. They will. But it's a matter of enough Steam machines getting sold, and
I just don't see it. I don't know. We'll get to the Steam machine price later, but like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Like I want to buy. So speaking of Xbox, in terms of in comparison to this thing, I want to get rid of my Series X out of my living room.
Uh-huh.
I want to use as little Microsoft products as humanly possible, because
right.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
And this thing seems like a perfect replacement for my Series X. Especially because it is a PC.
Yeah.
It runs like a PC, which means you can install emulators on this.
That's right.
Which means you can get a 360 emulator running, which it's okay. The 360 emulators are fine.
Yeah.
But this also means I can get PS2 emulator, PS1, N64, SNES, NES.
Yep.
And just turn this into an everything box for the living room.
Yeah.
And that's very appealing to me. And then there are cases where D&D or something will be going on in the office, and I want to play a PC game, and my options are take my laptop into the living room or use my Steam Deck, or like stuff that's less convenient than just turning on the GameCube.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that I'm intrigued by it, but like for people like me or even people like you this thing is basically an accessory to play games on your television.
Yes.
And to emulate and to run emulators on your television.
Right, exactly.
And then I'm also looking at using it as a Plex server as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I have become like own all my own stuff pilled.
That's where that's where things have to go. Like that's what this world needs to be. That's the next step.
Like music is the only exception because it is cheap enough and convenient enough.
Sure.
But like TV shows, movies, fucking video games.
I'm tired of these services screwing people over.
Like you can take your Game Pass, you can take your Disney Plus, and you can shove it.
Yep. But yeah, that's a great idea for this machine, like this all-in-one thing.
Yep. And like yeah, it's not going to be as powerful as the stuff we have in the office for the living room or the computers.
No, we're insane people. We're on the lower end of insane people.
Yes, for sure. So it's so like, but that's fine. Like I'm not. I under my it very similar to the Steam Deck. I have the right expectations for this, so I will not be disappointed.
Right.
But
it's the matter of people seeing this as a console looking thing and being like,
man, they're going to be real disappointed at the new consoles 3 years from what their price is going to be. I'm going to let them know right now.
Well, there's that. And I think this actually helps Microsoft a little bit if they could just make their PC machine look like a console and it just functions like this. This actually helps normalize, the future of consoles being just PCs.
I think that the issue Microsoft has is they're going to have it run Windows, which if it's anything like the Xbox full screen experience on the Ally that is in my living room.
Yeah.
Not great.
I mean,
not good.
The people will have familiarity with Windows, just not a positive familiarity.
Like I posted this like 2 weeks ago when this thing was announced. SteamOS has proved that a lot of people who hate PC gaming. Oh wait, here we go. I pulled it up. Someone actually liked it like yesterday. It's getting decent traction. SteamOS proved that a lot of people who thought they hated PC gaming just actually hate Windows.
Which we don't have options, man.
Which is true, yeah. Like, and I think that, and the Xbox full screen experience, at least in its initial launch form, yeah, is not good. It's bad.
Yeah,
it's very bad. Like the fact that I have to like go into the desktop to update everything, go into the desktop to go in and change a lot of the settings. The fact that if I go into the desktop, I can't go into the high performance mode without rebooting the whole fucking system.
Yeah.
The fact that you pre-install fucking Copilot and Microsoft Office on this thing, even though it's a gaming OS and a gaming device. Fuck you, Microsoft. God damn it. The fact that like I have to type in a PIN every time I log into it, like it's just like it's not treated like, it does not function like a console or even like anything close to one. Versus the Steam Deck, it functions exactly like a console, and the Steam Deck OS is what this OS is going to be.
While being something that does like things that are not like that dip more into the PC end, but it has that console experience.
Yeah, and I remember one of the things they posted on their on the page for this is hey, this thing is a full computer. It functions like a computer. Yeah, it's optimized for installer maps and shopping. Who are we to tell you how to use your computer?
You're unfortunately being robotic again.
God damn it! What is going on with the connection today?
Do we have no leads? Nope. Nope. It's getting worse.
Getting worse.
I could hear you, but Robo Bronson. Ro
I am
Bronson.
Robo Bronson, coming from the year 2099.
And you're back. You're good.
Oh, there we go. I don't know why.
Weird. All
So
right.
okay. Anyway, but anyway, so I think that's a very clear dig at Microsoft, where if you try and dual boot on the Ally, it shits itself initially. And then also like Windows 11, Windows 10, but especially Windows 11 has become far more controlling on how you use your computer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There are parts of me that are just like, what if I just went full Linux? I need to go follow through with trying the Mint version of Linux on a laptop and just see if I can figure it out.
Okay, so I did a bunch of homework into this because I thought about doing it.
Yeah.
For me personally, Resolved can't use all the codecs that I want.
Okay.
That's the first issue.
Yeah.
And then there's some file system stuff that I'm not particularly a fan of. And then other than that, though, it's fine. I will say it does not play as nice with NVIDIA GPUs, though.
Ooh, okay. So you may have to build, if you're building PCs, you may have to build a PC with Linux in mind.
Yes, that is another part of this, which this thing, this eliminates that barrier, of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
no, I'm in a new living situation, and it's one that has my TV and my PC on opposite ends. And so if I had the money, like getting this to play my PC games at my my Steam games in the living room portion of the place would be fantastic.
So you just need to run a really long HDMI cable and use big picture mode.
Just the longest HDMI cable.
That's what I'm doing, dog. Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now, at least in the office. Like the TV setup is over here, and I run the long HDMI cable through the back wall and at the other end.
I don't know. We'll see what happens here. There's some crazy stuff going on. But anyway, this looks really cool. I want one. I'm probably not gonna be able to get one for a decent bit of time, but I want one real bad.
I want one. It's just a matter of price, because depending on what the price is, it may in fact just be cheaper for me to build my own mini PC.
Exactly, right? Yeah. To do what this does.
Yeah.
That might be a fun fun thing to try, is like, all right, look at the specs. All right, let's build a mini PC.
Jay's 2 cents already did that.
Oh, he already did that. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Which let's get into our next news story to talk about that.
Okay.
J2 Cents did that this week, and he hasn't benchmarked it yet, but he came in at like $1,700.
Oh my lord!
Well, because when you buy small form factor like that, the price goes up a lot.
Right.
At least when you're doing custom builds.
Yeah.
When you're doing, buying a mini PC straight out, you're looking at, $600, $800 typically. Sometimes $1,000. And then there are some niche, high-powered ones that go up to like $1,800 fucking dollars.
Oh, man. Okay.
So, according to a Valve spokesperson who spoke to Linus Tech Tips during a reveal event, they won't take a hit on production in order to reduce costs for the consumer, like Xbox and PlayStation do.
Right.
Valve wasn't able to give any specific numbers due to rapidly evolving market conditions. They will have it nailed down by the time they launch in Q1 2026, alongside the new Steam controller. They did offer me one hint, though. They said expect it to be very competitively priced with a PC. It will be priced like a PC rather than like a console, with games subsidizing the hardware purchase. They wouldn't say why, but I guess it had to partially avoid stepping on margin opportunities of their potential partners for Steam games and Steam software, but they also recognize that Steam is a fully fledged PC. There's no guarantee that they say a corporate purchase of 10,000 of these would result in a single game sale, so they do need to protect the sustainability of the hardware business. He also says similarly that he was having a conversation with them, and he says, "Well, what's this thing going to be priced at? Like, is it going to be priced like a console?" And the way they said, like, "Well, what do you consider console pricing?" And he's like, $500, $600, maybe. And like the entire room just kind of went quiet, and like gave him a look like, ugh.
Yeah, that's console pricing now.
Well, that was console pricing. I think the PS6 is going to be a $600-$700 device.
Yeah. Oh no,
I
it's going to keep going
100%
up,
think so.
especially the way things are going now. It's only going to go up.
Yeah, like even if this DRAM shortage gets sorted out reasonably well, I just think that it's going to be it's just, dude, these things, we are 5 years, 5 years as of like this week into the PS5, and outside of the Black Friday sale that's happening right now, it is $50 more expensive than when it launched.
Yep. Yeah, and that's
That
them
is
holding
crazy.
back. They're trying not to increase.
Yeah, they're like, and they're doing everything in their power to keep that 5-year-old device priced that low. So I think that the way where we're at now, I just think that it's just that's the price of consoles now, is 600, 700, maybe even $800, depending on how high spec it is, which is a big part of why I think they should hold off on PS6 until 2030. I don't think they will, but so
Well,
I don't know. What do you think this thing is going to be priced at if you had to take a guess?
I mean, so another factor in this, which we're going to get into in another story, is just like the AI churning through like technology is going to make it harder for these tech companies to get the things that they need. I think that's going to affect the price of this as well. Like, I just think, I think we're going over 1,000, at least.
Do you think it's going to be over a grand? Like for the base model, the 512 model, you think it's going to be over a grand?
I think 1,000, like at base. I think.
Okay,
I think so.
that's
If they're
at that
not, if
point.
they're trying not to like have the game subsidize their, losses on the machine, then
That seems
it kind of
fucking
has to go
crazy.
high, right?
That seems so fucking crazy, but you're right.
It would make sense for them to take a loss on the machine and then get their sales through more sales through their games, but it sounds like they don't want to do that.
Like, which, oh god, I hate that you're right. I hate that you're right. Like,
and this is a company that's selling their index for $1,000. I just
yeah. I guess everyone just got so used to the Steam Deck. It's like, oh, it's like $400.
right.
But
But it could be that they go down lower. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Okay, I have two minds on this. I think the base, like the regular model, the not nice model.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be launching at 800.
That was
700 if you're really trying to be competitive.
Yeah.
And then I think your fancy version is going to be a grand.
Yeah.
And I think that they might do a hardware bundle with the VR headset to drop that down a little bit, maybe a little further.
God, that would fuck up my bank if I had the money. If I had the money, that money would be gone.
Brother, let me tell you, I have that money right now. It's just I don't want to spend it.
Yeah, no, it's smart. It's good. I think if they're trying to keep it as low as possible to make it a little more viable for the quote unquote average person that's looking to get something like this, I think 800 for the base and 1,000 makes all the sense in the world. That would be what I would want to do.
Yeah, and I also think that, like, not only that, but the specs on this thing aren't crazy. Like, it's spec'd a little bit lower than a PS5, right? Like it's like a hair lower with some more modern architecture. So it's like,
right?
Yeah, they'll probably be able to get it to 7.
You think they'll get it to 7? That would be cool.
I think they'll be able to get
like
to 7.
700 is, to me, like what we were talking about. I think that's the high end of what a console release today would be.
Yeah, like I think that, your PS5 Pro is at 750.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and you get a lot more performance out of a PS5 Pro than you do this thing.
Right.
I want to be very
If they
clear.
can compete with consoles in terms of getting the prices that low, then yeah, getting to 800 would be good.
Yeah, I just think that like that's the answer because I think that if you unless they're just not willing to sell a ton of these and this is just hey if you own a Steam Deck and you are a Steam customer like here's another option.
So yeah, that's another factor is it like the index where it's like we know what our audience is and we're going to charge accordingly, or are they actually trying to compete with this thing?
Yeah, like
That
that.
attitude
Yeah,
determines
that's
everything.
and I don't think that I don't think they're competing with Xbox because Xbox doesn't care. They're just selling games. And like I think whether or not they're competing kind of depends on how much they're willing to step on Sony's toes.
Right.
Because the PS5 like the Sony games that have been launching on PC have done pretty well for them.
Yeah.
So, how much are they willing to step on those toes, I guess?
Right.
Is another question you have to ask,
Because
all
yeah,
right.
with this, like it's still a PC machine, but with Xbox, drifting into that area, like the line between the PC machine and the console is being blurred and is turning Valve in more and more into competition. Not because they become a full-on console, because that's where consoles are going.
I think that one thing that's very interesting here is this actually, if I was Microsoft, I'd be fucking terrified of this thing. I would be terrified of this thing, provided it's priced well. Like, if this thing comes out and Valve does get aggressive and it's like 500, 600, which I don't think it will be.
No.
But if it's like $600, let's say, like they go real aggressive with pricing.
Yeah.
If I was Microsoft, I would be shitting my pants.
Right.
Because, outside of enterprise customers, gamers are probably one of the biggest portion of who's over on Windows, right?
Right.
Like I think that's probably the biggest portion. And if those people can see SteamOS and Linux as like a solid alternative, and they make the move, man, dude.
I mean, this is Valve, as far as I can tell. I know Linux has plenty of other uses that techies use, but as far as the average person's concerned, gaming is the way through to getting average people to interact more with Linux on a daily basis. And once that door opens, Microsoft is in trouble with the average person. Yeah, the average person who like plays video games.
Yeah, because like I would have never interacted and I'm a techie person, but I would have never even thought to interact with Linux if not for the Steam Deck and now the Steam OS.
Yeah,
like I would have never bothered with it. So and I am now considering like, man, if these other programs I use get full Linux support, I would. I would straight up go full Linux. Like it's not, and then be entirely divested of Microsoft for the most part, because I don't use Office anymore, unless I get a job that requires it, and I don't use OneDrive at all already. I don't use like Copilot. I don't. I Game Pass, the sub is up in January.
Yep.
I might resub to Xbox Live once in a while if I ever play 360 games that are still supported by the internet, which is rarely.
Right.
But yeah, like I am getting Microsoft out of my life because they've just made their products shittier and shittier over time.
Oh, it's bad. So yeah, I'm stoked about this thing. How it is priced will determine a number of things about how I go about this. Because I would like to invest as much in Valve in this world of corporations killing everything. But
yeah, because I would absolutely love I would absolutely love for what's it called? To be entirely divested of Microsoft, and I would love to support a company who is privately held and isn't ran by the devil.
Right.
At least for now. We don't know, Gabe, I'm glad you've gotten a lot healthier, man. I hope you keep doing it.
I stick with it, man. We need you to stay around. Or yeah, I don't know who the worthy successor would be. I wonder if Brad Muir's still there.
I mean, we could find out.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He would be.
He is a good guy.
Double Fine alumni.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still at Valve.
He's still there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's doing good. Good for Brad Muir.
Yeah.
Good for him.
They're probably
he's
better
such a
people
happy
involved.
guy.
Yes. That man and his happy face emoji was one of my favorite parts of older Twitter.
Yes.
Man. Yeah. So all right. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on this and work to try and get a better job so I can afford it.
I'm very much sitting here going like, yep, I hope it is priced in a way where it makes sense for me to buy one for the living room.
Yep.
That's where I'm at with it. Anyway, let's get on to the next thing.
All right, next thing's a big one.
The Game Awards.
Actually, yeah, if you want to talk about this for just a second, I want to grab another soda because I'm here. I want to enjoy this selection process we're going to go through. So, the Game Awards.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jeff Keighley Awards start this. The voting. The nominees have been revealed. The voting starts now. It is everything you want and more. It is going to be December 11th in the Peacock Theater, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go through all the nominees, and we're going to vote on them. We're going to vote on them like we do every year. Every single year we do this.
I love the Game Awards. Like it's not the Game Awards as in this specific thing, but just like the end of the year stuff. We used to have E3, and now Jeff Keighley's taking that over with Summer Games Fest. But we had a summer celebration of video games, and then we have our more like subdued celebrations in PAX and PAX East happening in the fall and spring. Spring also has DICE and Game Developers Conference, GDC, duh. And then in August, or not August, but like in the fall era, we have Tokyo Game Show, I believe, and Gamescom. And so we have this smattering of, showing off new games. It's just, but for people who play video games, it's just a celebration. And so now we have been fully Keighley'd, and we're here to celebrate video games as a whole by voting. So let's do this. I have signed in. Start and vote. Wait, they start this? No, hang on. We need to start at the bottom. We're not going to game of the year at the beginning.
Yeah, hit view all categories and then just go one over. Best game direction. We'll start there.
Oh, you don't want to go bottom up, or would it allow us to go bottom up?
Oh, we go. Yeah, we can go bottom up. Let's start. All right, best esports team.
All right, yeah, we're big esports fans.
Yes, sure.
So what this usually ends up with is we pick either the best name or the best looking guys or the game that we like. So we got Gen G of League of Legends, NRG of Valorant, Team Falcons for Dota 2, Team Liquid PH for Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I don't even know what that is. And Team Vitality for Counter-Strike 2.
I voted for Counter-Strike 2 when I did this on my own because I was like, I don't know, Counter-Strike. I like the idea of a game that old doing something.
It's still going, man. It's still going.
But I do like the idea of Team Falcons.
Team Falcons. What a name. Good picture.
Yeah.
League of Legends automatically gets eliminated. Sorry. Those guys are probably fine, but you play like League of Legends. I don't know.
Yeah, you need to reevaluate your life, boys.
I want to say I appreciate this photo of Team Liquid PH. This is sick. I like their photo. These guys have some personality
they're
to
mean
them.
mugging.
I love
like it. I like it.
Yeah, Counter Strike is Counter Strike. That's a game that I understand. It's shooting dudes. I get it. I like the
Just arm the bomb. Arm the bomb.
That's what you do. Yeah, I was watching people play, Counter Strike on that one competitive tech TV show that I always forget the name of.
Arena, yeah.
Arena. Energy Valorant. That's a good picture. Those guys look cool. But yeah, all right. I'm going Team Falcons or Team Vitality. I don't know. Let's go Counter Strike. We came from
give it to the Counter Strike people.
Let's give it to the shooters.
They're like in their 40s. They need it.
Yeah. If I hit next category, does it? Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute.
No, that's good. Yeah, go. Just hit view all categories, then we'll go to best esports
best
athlete.
esports athlete. All right, we got Brock Summerhalder, who played Valorant. We got Chovy of League of Legends. We got Forsaken of Valorant. Kakeru of Street Fighter. Menard.
Mena RD,
thank you, of Street Fighter, and Zaiwu of Counter-Strike 2. So it's going to be between the two Street Fighter characters. I know us.
It's Mena. Mena, I think, so he won 2 EVOs this year, and he might have won a third.
Oh, my Lord. Okay. Wow.
Let me double check. Hold on.
I saw him win the one.
Yeah, hold on. Let me double check. Yeah, so he won Evo Japan.
Mm-hmm. Who does he main?
So, Blanca.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, so he won Evo. He won Evo Japan. Yeah, okay. So he did not win Evo Europe.
Okay. Who did?
So, but he won 2 Evos. He got third in the Red Bull Kumite. So yeah.
Yeah, Mena's the guy. I don't need to hear any more than that. Kakeru.
Yeah, dude.
Love you.
Dude, Kekaru, he fucking annihilated Kekaru in grand finals.
Oh man.
That shit was fucking brutal. And the crowd was there for it. They were like, yeah. Just like, it was like he was reading his mind. It was crazy.
Nuts.
I remember the entire arena just go, mana. The only thing people were more hyped for was the 17-year-old from Hong Kong, which, Mickey.
Right.
Mickey.
Always love when a new guy goes deep. So yeah, good for Mena. All right, best esports game. Damn, really? All right. Counter Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang, Valorant. That's a bummer. I'm
gonna keep voting for Counter Strike until a fighting game gets on here.
Yeah, the fighting games this year, Tekken crashed. Street Fighter's just been kind of chugging along just fine. Guilty Gear, had their big change come out yet?
They're doing well.
They're doing fine.
Yeah, it did. That came out back in August with Lucy. It's fun.
Okay, it's fine. And then I don't know. Yes, fighting games as a whole are still doing fine, but just didn't have a big thing happen. So, oh well.
Yeah. All
right, Counter Strike, easy pick.
Yep.
All right.
Content creator of the year.
All right, who do we got? We got. All right, we got Kadril. Kai Sanat. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Kai Sanat.
A Moist Critical. Sakura Miko and the Burnt Peanut. Who is this? I love this. That's fantastic.
I was very happy to see that this year I actually knew more than one person on here. I knew 3 people on here.
Yeah. What's
I voted for Charlie.
Been up to?
He's still doing his thing, dude.
Okay. What do you know? What he's been doing that got him up to this?
I think part of it is he was in Dispatch.
Oh, really?
Okay. He is the Batman in Dispatch.
All right, sure.
And then he does a bunch of live streams every day.
All right. I like these newbies coming up. This is fun. I love the idea of the burnt peanut. This is a great face. I love this. I also love VTubers. I'm a little biased in that regard, but Moist Critical is a tried and true figure.
He's such a charming gentleman. Seems like such a nice guy.
Yeah, Cadril
Yeah.
seems like an esports guy. Is he a commentator?
I don't know who Cadril is. I know Sakura, Miko, and Moist and Kai.
Yeah,
Kai's huge. I think Kai will probably win just because of how unbelievably
Kai
huge
is
he is.
ridiculously popular. Just it doesn't seem like. Does he play games?
He plays games. It's just that he's mostly like an entertainer.
That's the thing. Is like, so he's big and popular, but like I don't know what's he doing game wise. I just think about game awards. Like, I'd want you to be like big on games. Which, to be fair, I haven't watched Moist Critical in a while. Maybe what's he do?
He's big on games. He was in a game.
I know he was in a game, but like I don't know. Like if you're too busy to be streaming video games, then like are you a? I guess your content. Yeah, I don't know. This is also just like gaming adjacent, just being on the internet. I can see how he like. I have no problem with him qualifying. It's just.
Yeah. Let me see. We can see when the last time. Let's see when's the last time he played a game on stream. 4 days ago. Yeah, he was playing old school RuneScape.
Oh hell yeah! All right. Oh,
yeah,
got my vote. There you go. You did it.
Playing a game. He was playing the sweatiest game.
Fantastic. All right. Moving on. Most anticipated game.
Grand Theft Auto.
I love that this is I love that this is an award. Imagine like receiving a trophy for like you better not fuck this up. You better not mess this up. So this is a good list though. Like this is a great list. 007 First Light from the Hitman people, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. That's a good list of like.
I'm going to buy all of those except for The Witcher. So
that's So, but it's Grand Theft Auto 6. It's going to be. That's like
This is the third year GTA 6 has been on here in a row.
Did they win both times?
I think so.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but also again, it's a weird award, so I wouldn't be heartbroken if it wasn't selected. Best adaptation, we got a Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell, Death Watch, Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn.
I only watched 2 of these. I watched The Last of Us Season 2 and Devil May Cry.
Okay.
I did not think The Last of Us Season 2 hit as hard as the first season.
Sure.
That first season is amazing, and the second season's it's all right.
All right.
And Devil May Cry is... It does not follow the story of the games. It's like its own thing, but it's a lot of fun and at least understands the tone.
Yeah.
Also, it has one of the best endings to a TV show I've ever seen.
Okay, that's a good sell. I still need to sit down and watch this.
Yo, do you want to see? I think I might have sent it to you.
You sent me a video. Yeah.
Yeah, it is the army. It is America invading hell, set to American Idiot.
I've heard mixed responses about this. I can see the fun in it. I also see people being like, this is the wrong kind of tongue-in-cheek Devil May Cry fun. Which I get.
All about it.
I get, but I can also see the fun in it, like for sure. Devil May Cry has a very specific kind of tone that is not easy to replicate, I think.
No, and the show does not always nail it. Versus The Last of Us, it is very one-to-one with the game, but this is like that Devil May Cry show was just a fever dream. It was a fun fever dream, but it was a fever dream.
Okay. Speaking of fever dreams, though, I really think Minecraft movie has a good shot of winning.
I think it's gonna win
because it's a dumb movie, but like the memes that have come out of that have been Minecraft worthy. Like it's just, I don't know. I feel like from what little I've seen of the Minecraft movie, I feel like they captured the kind of audience that is about Minecraft pretty well.
Yeah, I just don't want to reward them for ruining movie theaters with Chicken Jockey.
Man, remember Splinter Cell? Remember that?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Every day I do.
I'm glad they're keeping it
Um,
alive in some way. And then Until Dawn, fun. I'm glad they did that. Until Dawn's fun.
yeah.
But
Oh,
I'm willing to vote Devil May Cry because I friggin' love Devil May Cry.
yeah, that too. So I would say I would say let's go Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
So let's get Devil May Cry in.
These are also the awards that are like, I don't know. They're fun. They're good to have. Wait, not record my yeah, okay. Being weird with me. All right. Best multiplayer. So Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction.
I've heard a lot of good shit about Arc Raiders. I haven't picked it up yet. I've just been playing so much other stuff, and it seems interesting. I would love to get a group together for that one.
Sure.
But what I have done is I have played almost 40 hours of Battlefield 6.
Right.
And that game is awesome. That game nails what Battlefield is while modernizing certain pieces of it. Like, dude, it's so much fun. And it is one of the only multiplayer games I've ever played that just feels cinematic.
Ooh, yeah.
Like and it's like little things to big things. And the thing is because it's like such big battlefields, it's 32 on 32. You can like not be particularly good at the shooting aspect, but still really benefit your team.
That's
in almost
great.
Every role.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be like if you're an engineer, like you can play engineer and you can just repair tanks almost the entire game. I got top 3 in a match, just spending the entire game repairing tanks, making sure tanks are okay.
Hell yeah.
Getting out and laying down traps and shooting my rockets at enemy tanks. Like tank, repairing tanks.
Okay.
Or you can run around being a medic, picking people up. It like I have gotten a ton of points being a sniper with barely killing anyone.
That's wild.
I just kept I got just a ton of points just getting assists by highlighting people with my drone.
That's nuts.
Like I'll just and it feel like and there's so many moments, like little moments that just feel wildly cinematic. Like I will be in a building like sniping and it turns out it's one of the destructible buildings because certain buildings in every map can blow up or blow up part of them.
Yeah.
And like a tank will shoot the floor below me and the floor will cave in and I will fall through the floor and be like, oh shit.
Yep.
And then like you're scrambling desperately to try and find a way to hide from this tank. And it's awesome. Or like I was chatting with Anthony the other day and I saw like a tank coming right for me and I ducked into an alleyway and I was on the sniper class which has C4 and I had C4 on me, so I snuck around the corner, threw all my C4 at him and detonated it and killed him.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It feels so good. That said, it's also a lot tactical and slower. I think that's something that like the Call of Duty crowd or people that want a more active game, because like there'll literally be games like where I as a sniper am spending most of my time scouting and then getting a headshot once every like 10 minutes.
Right.
Like it is a lot of like, there are more mundane roles in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Of course. So yeah, Duncan loved Night Rain, Peak, that's, your friend type game, party game.
Casual co-op.
And Split Fiction is it's cool from what we've played so far.
Yeah, it's doing the It Takes Two thing really well of just keeping you engaged and interested in what's going on at all times. Just because the gameplay itself is like asking you to change how it works from level to level, and I really like that. I like seeing them making games centered around that kind of experience. It takes a little bit of a hit that I've experienced that before with It Takes Two, but like I don't want them to stop at the same time. It's just for these awards. It's like, all right, they're doing it. They're doing some crazy stuff in here. Peak was probably the biggest casual co-op game that came out this year. I think it's fun, but it is also I think casual co-op games can never have. You could have your Lethal Company come in. Lethal Company was a big one at the time that came out. Your Phasmos, but I just this year for casual co-op, I don't think we had one that really hit those kinds of levels. So, and then Elden Ring Night
Yeah,
Reign seems
and
interesting, but
I
I don't
think it's a
know.
cool concept for sure.
I like that they're trying different things with the Souls like straight from the source, you know. But I think Battlefield 6 as a multiplayer. I'm biased. I think we are both biased. A shooter that is about creating big moments and is fun usually jumps to the top of our list. So
Yeah, I would love to get all of SGK in on this game, or at least me, you, Anthony, and Duncan, like just to create a 4 squad.
sure,
Um,
we could make a night of that. We could get a stream
yeah,
going. Yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah.
So all right, we'll go Battlefield 6 for SGK's sake, if nothing else. And so now we got best sports / racing. We got EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
I've only played 3 games on here. I've played Rematch, Sonic Cross Worlds, and Mario Kart. Mario Kart's the one I enjoyed the most.
Right. And yeah, F1 25 and EA Sports FC 26. That doesn't really play for us. What is Rematch?
That's like a 3v3 soccer game from the Sifu people.
That's right. It's the Sifu soccer. Yep. That I'm actually
Yep.
kind of interested in that. I need to check that out. But yeah, Crossworlds was a big game. It hasn't made as many waves as their prior entries have, as far as I can tell. But yeah, so Mario Kart Worlds is just look, man, it's Mario Kart. They made an open world Mario Kart.
I think that Sonic Cross Worlds is good, and I think it moves so fast. But I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Mario Kart. Like Mario Kart just has so much more chaos,
Right.
and it makes for a good time.
Yep. And also gets a little closer to Burnout Paradise, which is what all racing games should strive towards, really.
Every racing game should open with Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
Okay, so best sim strategy, we got Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, The Alters, and 2 Point Museum.
So I have only played Final Fantasy Tactics on this list.
Right.
I want to play Jurassic World Evolution, but I'm not paying $60 for that.
Yeah.
And then Civ 7 I didn't hear great things about.
It's like a lot of Civ games. It's not at its best when it comes out.
Yeah, I would say The Alters, because that's gonna be like one of Anthony's games of the year.
Yeah, everything hearing Anthony talk about it and just like seeing the trailer itself, I think for Super Gamecraft, I think The Alters is the pick.
Like, I'm enjoying Final Fantasy Tactics, and that's what I personally voted for. But like for us as a whole, it is The Alters.
I think yeah, for us it's The Alters. Yep, good pick.
All right,
interesting looking game.
Family game.
Best
voted on by 3 bachelors and me, who the family is me and my girlfriend.
Right, yeah. So we got Donkey Kong Bonanza, we got Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Lego with a double entry, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross World, and Split Fiction.
I am torn between Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. Because I do think Donkey Kong is a great family game because of the co-op, the way the co-op is set up.
Yeah.
You have your main person who's Donkey Kong, but then you can have the person play Pauline be just a dominant, destructive force in helping you clear levels. Like her voice stuff can just blow up sections of a level.
Okay.
But that's kind of all they're doing. It's kind of like the Mario Galaxy thing where the Starbit person was helpful but not essential.
Yes.
And it's also only 2 players. Versus Mario Kart is 4 players and anyone can enjoy it, especially with the assists. But it does have the fact that it's not co-op; it is versus.
Right.
You know,
Did you do local split screen with Mario Kart?
I believe so.
Okay.
I can find out. I have a Switch here.
Give a Switch here. Split Fiction's pretty good, but no, yeah, it just comes down to like defining best family game, appropriate for family play. So assuming you're
like,
having, yeah, I don't know. Okay.
It's like, do you, because like, I mean, when I was growing up, we always did Mario Kart versus, and like, we didn't play a lot of co-op games. It's mostly versus.
Right.
But like, does your family prefer versus play or co-op play?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it does 4-player split screen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so Mario Kart can get your whole family, with Donkey Kong can only get 2 members of your family.
Yeah.
That is something to be considered there.
Oh, it's difficult because like having a single player experience with another person is a fun time. But it's a different experience.
Also true.
And so it's like,
but yeah, like I think that Mario Kart. I think if I like had my family over, I think Mario Kart would be better.
You had your family over. You keep your family elsewhere.
Well, I mean, you mean there is extended family
away
like
from my gaming den. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, I think it's Bonanza and World and Split Fiction, because Split Fiction is like a pretty simple control scheme. It changes all the time, but I think that's an interesting, different experience that allows for that. Oh, this is tough. I feel like Mario Kart would just getting more people in. It's much more casual. You don't have to commit to like completing a story mode. It is just going in with your favorite character and just going.
Yeah, and I think that's another advantage too, because like Donkey Kong, that is a campaign. Split Fiction, that is a campaign.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go Mario Kart.
Let's go Mario Kart. I think all three of those. I mean, there are a number of games. I think there's some good games in there. But if you have to pick a winner. All right, here we go.
Pick.
Best fighting. So we have 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. Kind of says something about the state of fighting games this year. It's not the state, but like the amount of fighting games that came out this year. We got 2 collections and a revision on Virtua Fighter 5.
And then a beta.
And then a beta. Yeah. This is, I'm tempted to pick Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, because this is
I played all of these. If my favorite was Capcom Fighting, but like I feel like for us it's City of the Wolves, if anything, just for Avian, our friend in the Discord.
Well, it seems like here's a proper fighting game that released this year. It's a sequel to a well-beloved fighting game. And then 2XKO, just I think I read that you said you had more fun with 2XKO than Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, but 2XKO has some baggage that it is working through as a beta.
Yeah, like it has, it's pretty thin on characters for a tag game. It's, you have your secure boot rootkit and fucking nonsense because the console versions aren't out yet. There's just a lot there, man.
Yeah. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Got it. Done.
Yep. All right. Best RPG.
Best RPG. All right, so we got Avowed, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Outer Worlds 2.
This is Expedition 33.
It is. Heard some things about Avowed. Monster Hunter Wilds, I like. It's... I don't know. I recognize that it has a mixed response in the months since it came out, but I enjoyed Monster Hunter Wilds a lot. But just from what the website has talked about, from what Super Game Crafts talk about as a whole on Expedition 33, that is the clear pick. So
yeah, I really Avowed was fun from when I played.
Yep.
Definitely a big improvement on your standard Western RPG combat. I really liked what I've played of the Outer Worlds. It's a lot of fun. Very strong first impression, but I'm not far in.
Gotcha.
Monster Hunter Wilds is a dope video game. I know that the community as a whole is kind of soft on it right now, but I really dug it.
Yep.
I love playing through that with my girlfriend. I loved doing Monster Hunter Night with you guys. Like it was a great time. And then Expedition 33 though is one of the best JRPGs I've ever played. It is up there with Persona 4 and Final Fantasy 10 and like a Dragon. It is fucking fantastic, and it has one of the best endings I've ever seen in a video game.
Man.
Like I have had multiple hours long debates about the choice at the end of that game.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that was an easy one. Let's see.
Next up,
best action adventure. We got Death Stranding 2, Ghosts of Yote, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction.
So I don't think Death Stranding 2 is amazing.
Okay.
I think that game is a lot of filler for a really awesome beginning and ending.
Got it. Okay.
Ghost of Yote feels like a more polished, prettier Ghost of Tsushima.
All right.
There's some cool stuff to it. It has some amazing set pieces from what I've played. I'm a little bit over the halfway point, and I'm really enjoying my time with the game. But it didn't wow me. It hasn't wowed me other than the visuals. I don't particularly care for Hollow Knight, as it turns out.
Okay.
I like a more standard Metroidvania. The RPG elements don't do anything for me. Like the items, the grinding currency, that part of it, I'm like, eh.
Yep.
If anything, it actually ruins the experience for me a little bit.
Damn. Okay.
Split Fiction is cool. I like it. But yeah, dude, Indiana Jones is great. That game is awesome. That game, it is an Indiana Jones simulator, and it's dope.
Okay.
It is so good. I voted for Indiana Jones. I fully support Indiana Jones here.
That's fine. I'll take it. You know, like I love Death Stranding as a IP that Hideo Kojima can just be weird in. Ghost of Yote sounds like it's more Ghost of Tsushima, which if you're into that, fantastic. Split Fiction is a fun, interesting experience, but it's also, you know, the hit doesn't hit as hard as after It Takes Two.
Need more satanic books.
Books that just get on your goddamn nerves. Let's fix marriage by concentrating our hatred on one thing. How about that? Yeah. All right. So let's see. Next one. Best action game. So we got Battlefield 6. What's up?
Oh, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. We got Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Okay, so Ninja Gaiden 4 is not at all Platinum Games' best work. It is good, but it is not great.
Okay.
Doom the Dark Ages is a disappointment.
Aw.
I think that game is not nearly as good as Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal.
Okay.
I think that the story shit in it is weird. The combat doesn't feel as fluid. It's just not as fun. I think the environments feel a little too big. I think the set piece stuff is cool the first time you see it, and then every time it comes back into the game, I'm just like, ugh.
Okay.
You know, so those two, no. Shinobi is cool. Shinobi's really cool. I think that is the contender with Hades and Battlefield.
Okay.
Hades, I feel, is more of an RPG than it is an action game. And that might just be me.
Okay.
So I kind of think it's between Shinobi and Battlefield. And the thing is, it's how heavily do you weigh on Battlefield's campaign being bad?
Okay.
Because Battlefield's campaign is really bad. It's poorly written. It's like weirdly easy. Like it kind of reminds me of like Medal of Honor 2012 or whatever that one was.
Okay.
Where it like feels like it is very poor shooting galleries stringing together set pieces. Like if like the good Call of Duty games didn't know what they were doing.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's also probably the best multiplayer shooter I've played since Halo Infinite.
Sure.
So
Also, like trying to
yeah,
define action. How do they define it? For the best game in the action genre, focus primarily on combat. Hmm. That's tough because
that's hard. Then it's like, yeah, then I think it is between like Hades and Battlefield. Because I think that Battlefield is like when you're in it in the matches, like the combat is really good, but Hades has such good combat.
Hades has good combat. Hades has been it's iterating on the original Hades. I
Yeah,
mean it's good. And to be fair,
I
I've
mean,
not played any of Hades 2 since the 1.0 release. And I need to get to that, but um
um, I will say, going by this criteria, Ninja Gaiden is really good.
by that
Like
criteria.
going by that criteria of primarily the combat of that game is sick.
Okay.
It is really good. It is really challenging. Fuck it. Let's go Ninja Gaiden 4.
Okay.
Fuck it.
I feel weird about putting Battlefield. Feel weird about putting a shooter in the action category. That's my hang up with Battlefield.
Yes, that is also weird in itself.
Yeah. So I'm down to go Ninja Gaiden, sure. All right.
Alrighty.
Next up, best VR/AR. We have Alien Rogue Incursion, Arkan Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk.
I have not played any of these.
Right.
I
The Midnight
refuse.
Walk video, if you've seen it, like that's just a really cool thing that they made that.
Yeah, that game looks incredible. Like
Yeah.
that game looks super goddamn cool.
Yep.
Um, so I looked into all of these games, and the two that I would actually want to play are Alien Incursion because it looks terrifying,
Right.
and then the Midnight Walk.
Okay.
So you pick whichever one of those you prefer.
I'm looking at videos right now. Ghost Town looks right up my alley. It's a single player VR puzzle adventure from the makers of The Room, and doing that in VR sounds like a good way to use VR for people who struggle with motion sickness. I know that there are other issues, but yeah. And then Arcan Age, I've heard some things about, but yeah, just never got around to it. Again, the big problem with VR is there's just not an affordable way for me to explore all these. So it's the people who have the money and the setup ready to go. Arcan Age looks cool, but yeah, Alien Rogue Incursion. The idea of being in an Alien game, because they've been making a bunch of Alien games.
Yeah.
It's well-worn territory, but the idea of experiencing Alien in VR sounds, yeah. I don't I don't know, man. I will say there have been a number of negative reviews on this game recently on Steam. Just yeah, very repetitive, mundane, slow, repetitive, and short. Deadpool, I feel like they've been working on that for a long time now. I've been seeing a number of. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Change my vote. Deadpool. They've been working on that. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to
Let's
pick.
go to Midnight Walk.
Yeah, Midnight Walk looks crazy and like interesting. Someone's like trying something different. I think Midnight Walk is a fine pick. But I want to check out like Arcan Age for sure. Ghost Town. There's some people are making some interesting games in VR. They're trying, you know. So, all right. Next one, best mobile game. Destiny Rising, Persona 5: The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Uma Musume Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves.
I mean, considering what happened to us this year, I think Pretty Derby is probably the winner here.
I think that's the winner here. I've heard a lot about Wuthering Waves. I didn't know they made another Persona 5 thing. What even is that?
Yeah, it's a Persona 5 gotcha.
Oh, they made their. Oh yeah, that's smart. Okay.
Um,
Destiny. I heard they
I
made a
get.
Destiny thing, but
I played that Destiny Rising mobile game, and it's bad. It is
great.
not good.
Yay. All right. Well,
So yeah, out of the I feel like Pretty Derby, from how much Duncan really loved the living crap out of it, how much I believe you played. Did you play that game?
I played about an hour or two. It seems like something that would be fun, like for the meme. It would be fun to get lost in. But
and then
yeah.
I love it because of all the Broncos crossovers from the community.
Sure.
Every time the Broncos win, someone mashes it up with music and Pretty Derby.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah.
When you win in a race, you then go into a dance with everyone, and you're the lead person when you win. It's hilarious, and I like the idea of Broncos doing that. That's funny. The Colts need to do it too.
Yeah, there you go. All the horse teams.
All the horse teams need to do it. All right, Pretty Derby, you got it. Let's see. Best debut indie game. Whoa, hello. We got Blueprints, Expedition 33, Despelote? Yeah.
Despelote.
Yeah. And Dispatch. This is actually an interesting list. Strange they only had 4, but quite a list. I mean, there's an obvious pick here.
I actually kind of went Dispatch.
Really? You're feeling that strong about Dispatch?
I liked Dispatch a lot, man. I love the way they set it up like a TV show where it was 2 episodes a week.
Sure.
So every week, I was talking with Anthony about oh, what'd you do?
Right.
What was going on here? Anthony and I had almost entirely different playthroughs.
Man.
We went exact opposites.
That's cool.
He ended up romancing Blonde Blazer, very corporate, proper. I ended up romancing Invisigal, which is the definition of I can fix her.
Right.
He was a bad mentor. I was a good mentor.
Just after seeing some memes of Dispatch, I actually ended up putting that on my wish list. I don't want to check it out.
You should, dude. And it's a quick playthrough. It's a real short game. Let's see, how long did my first playthrough take? Yeah, 9 hours, and you probably shave about 45 minutes off that because Stella and I were pausing it to talk about decisions.
Sure, yeah. But compared to Expedition 33...
Yeah, Expedition. I don't know. I just kind of want to give it to something else because
Expedition 33 is going to win other awards, whereas Dispatch, I imagine, has gotten few nominations.
Look, Expedition 33 is one of those games that's going to go down as one of the best games of all time.
I love the idea that a debut game was so good that we can't give it the best debut because it's going to win other things. It is beyond this category.
And I feel like that in the spirit of indie, Dispatch was mostly done in-house versus Expedition 33 had some contracting going on.
Yeah, which, again, I think a lot of conversation around that is that's kind of the future for creating these great titles with, a smaller core group. So, yeah. All right, best independent game. What was the last category?
Best indie debut. So this can include indie sequels, indie. So this is for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system.
Got it.
We have Absolem, which looks cool.
Yes.
I was super excited for that, and then I found out it was a roguelike, and I instantly was just like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Ball X Pit, super fun. Love it on the deck.
Cool.
Blueprints, I'm too stupid for that game.
I cannot get to the freaking door, man. It's just anyway.
That is a game that I will talk to my girlfriend about, and I guarantee you if I gave it to her, she would have it beaten and solved in 4 days.
Yeah.
I am so jealous of how smart she is in those kind of games.
Right.
It's the same thing with it's super funny how different we are in that regard. You put me in the highest pressure shooter situation, I turn into goddamn a John Woo movie She was watching me run through Resident Evil 4, and she's like, I don't know how you did that.
Right.
Oh, I don't know, video games. And then like you put me in the dispatch hacking mini game, and she's like, "You are terrible at this."
The breadth of video games. Let me tell you.
I can hear her laughing through the door and saying it's true. Yeah, so it's interesting. Expedition 33, like I said, it's one of the best games ever. Dude, that game like emotionally just hits so well, and it hits every emotion. It's not just like yes, it has. There are multiple points in that game that are incredibly sad. But there's like multiple points that are funny and happy, and like it just makes you feel the full range of emotions. And just God, dude, and then the combat's perfect.
Man,
it is such a cool, interesting way to do turn-based combat.
Mm-hmm.
Hades 2, it's more Hades.
More Hades.
And then Hollow Knight is, it's harder Hollow Knight.
Right.
With a new jump.
Well, I think with this list, I think we have a clear choice.
Yeah, the best game is that it's Expedition 33. Yeah, that's no doubt.
Yep.
Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates.
All right.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yep. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
I'm torn between Baldur's Gate 3 because they keep developing it even though it's 2 years old.
Yep.
And No Man's Sky because they just put out an update where you can make like giant ships. Like
you can make your own crazy ship. You can you can fly with the Star Destroyer if you wanted to.
That's awesome. That's wild. Super sick.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why 14 is on this list because most of the community seems unhappy with that game.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Fortnite, I understand why it's here, but I just don't care.
Helldivers did the one crossover that mattered with the Halo crossover.
They finally got the Halo crossover, which is good. They've been doing some stuff with Helldivers. They are supporting that game, and people are enjoying it generally. The people who have stuck around, so I think that's good. But I think No Man's Sky continues to be just an amazing force in terms of community support. And then Baldur's Gate 3.
I'd say let's give it to Baldur's Gate or No Man's Sky. Let's go No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I think No Man's Sky is a safe pick. That's what they're doing is amazing.
All right, next up, best ongoing game.
Best ongoing, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Final Fantasy 14 is here, Fortnite's here, Helldivers 2 is here, Marvel Rivals is here, and No Man's Sky is here.
If I would say Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
Because it keeps getting new shit constantly. They have not missed a beat.
Okay.
They have not missed a single goddamn beat with this game.
Right.
Every 2-3 months, you're getting 2 new characters, you're getting new maps, you're getting new skins. Every single goddamn time.
All right.
And they do such a goddamn great job with it.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right. I'm down.
Yeah, I feel like 14 and Fortnite are both stale right now.
Yeah.
Helldivers is great, but it kind of feels like more of the same. No Man's is great, but the amount and consistency of Marvel Rivals is crazy.
Right.
By the way, Gambit, it just came out in that game last week, and he is a healer.
Oh, really? Oh, all right. That's something I'll need to check out.
Gambit is a healer.
All right, well, cool. All right, awesome. And all right, so games for impact for a thought-provoking message game, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. So we got Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wanderstop.
I've only played South of Midnight.
Unfortunately, yeah. That may just have to be our pick.
Yes, I will vote for South of Midnight because it is the one I have played. I've heard cool things about Wanderstop.
Sure. All right. And then, Lost Records, that was advertised pretty heavily. I wish the best to everyone who made these games. So
Um,
South of Midnight is the SGK pick.
yes.
All right.
Innovation in accessibility.
So recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Let's learn about the nominees for this one. Did you check this
Um,
out? I'm gonna click
let's
it.
see.
Takes me away. All right.
Oh yeah, they go over how it's
That's
accessible.
cool. I wish they would do that with some of these other categories. But yeah. Do you know about any of these off the top of your head?
Um, yeah, I know off the top of my head, I would lean towards South of Midnight or Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
And Doom. All three of those are good options. I'd probably say Doom, just because you can like configure stuff for color blindness. You can configure how the mechanics work, controls, all kinds of stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'd say Doom is the one that stands out most to me here in terms of like, wow, they actually thought of that, huh?
Just
So
browsing that list, people, if you're gonna vote, you should check out the Learn About the Nominees button. They these games have tried some interesting stuff, and that's really cool to see. And I hope people keep doing that because that's awesome.
yeah.
All right, so we got that one done. Next one up. Best Performance awarded to an individual for voice acting, motion, and or performance capture. We got Ben Starr for Expedition 33, Charlie Cox for Expedition 33, Erika Ishii for Ghost Yote, Jennifer English for Expedition 33, Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker as Indiana Jones.
I
This is a tough one, actually.
I I am torn between Ben Starr and Troy Baker.
Right.
So for those of you who don't know, Ben Starr plays oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Jesus Christ.
Is he a main character?
Yeah, he's a main character from Act 2 onward.
Okay.
Oh my god. How am I blanking? I am remembering Gustav, but I am not remembering the other protagonist character. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Names are hard.
Oh my god. Verso. That's it.
Okay.
Verso. So Charlie Cox is Gustav. Ben Starr is Verso. Jennifer English is Mael. Uh, Erica Ishii
Ishii?
is Atsu, the main character.
Wait, she did voice acting for Expedition 33 as well?
No, sorry, she's Ghost of Yote. Sorry,
Yes. Okay.
sorry, I'm just.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Out of all of these, I've played all these games except Silent Hill F. I mean, there's only 4 of them.
All right.
Uh,
Silent Hill F
I
is an interesting experience. I wish I had played Silent Hill F because I feel like that would probably be a contender.
I bought that on a Black Friday sale last night. So
okay. How much was it?
Unfortunately, not in time to vote for this. $50.
Okay.
Best Buy has it.
All right.
What
are you thinking?
Troy Baker.
Really?
I think that I have never seen a better Harrison Ford impersonator. Legit, enough. You would, if you were not listening super carefully, you would swear that is fucking Harrison Ford playing that character.
Okay. I imagine there are emotional moments in Expedition 33 that have some stellar performances.
Yes, absolutely. I think Ben Starr, some of the Verso stuff is amazing.
Okay.
I think same with Gustav and Charlie Cox. I am actually not super keen on the Mael performance.
Oh.
I think it's good, but it does not, in my opinion, it is not as good as what Verso has going on.
Okay. Is that just down to the character or just like what the character says and does?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I also think it's the fact that Jennifer English has to play effectively a teenager, and it does not entirely hit as much as a teenager, even a mature teenager.
Yeah. Okay.
But
you're feeling Troy Baker.
Yeah, I like Troy Baker.
Give him another one. All right.
Just shower the man in awards.
Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. We got Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F.
I voted Battlefield.
Yeah?
Battlefield sound design is so good.
Okay.
Like, it's so good. If you were playing that with, like, headphones, oh my god, dude.
All right.
That is an amazing experience for directional audio and, like, all kinds of stuff like that. I would say that, other than that, though, I think that none of the, like, I think the sound design in Clair Obscur is really good. I think the fact that, like, if you figure this out early in the game, I'm going to make the game easier for anyone who hasn't figured it out. Attacks all have sound effects that help you with the timing of parries.
Right.
Which is really neat. Death Stranding and Ghost of Yotei, and both are good. And I bet Silent Hill F sound design is amazing.
Right.
From
we just
what I understand. Yeah, but like Battlefield is also amazing. I think it has all kinds of cool sound design tricks that it uses and it really nails.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll go with Battlefield 6 for Super Gamecraft. All right. Best score and music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack.
I talked about this in the Discord. It is bullshit that Donkey Kong is not nominated here. It is absolute bullshit. That game has so much good fucking music in it, and for it not to be here sucks. Especially because there's only 5 nominees. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right, yeah. They had room.
Oh, it's probably because it's not on Spotify. This category is sponsored by fucking Spotify.
Oh, man. Yeah, add it to another of Spotify's crimes.
Fuck you, Spotify.
I'm glad I left.
My girlfriend actually recently got on my Apple Music account because she thinks Spotify is the fucking devil.
I'm on Apple Music now. It's you know, it's what it is. Sucks, but that's just what happens. So okay, well, given this, Silk Song, Hades
given
2,
this is what I have to vote for.
Yep.
Yeah, out of these, though, Hollow Knight, for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original and or licensed soundtrack, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Hades 2, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Right.
So, out of these options, I definitely go Expedition 33.
Okay.
My girlfriend and I bought the full soundtrack on vinyl, like their fancy vinyl set they did. That's going to be out next year.
Yeah.
I have been listening to that soundtrack nonstop for most of the year.
Okay.
It is on Apple Music. Like it has a wide variety too. Like, yes, there is gloomy piano music. There's epic battle music, but then there's like fucking funk disco music.
Okay.
And jazz and shit. Like it's great. It's a great soundtrack. I do think Ghost of Yotei is a close second. I love that soundtrack. I think it is underrated.
All right.
There's a lot of really good God, I forget, what is that Japanese guitar thing called?
The shamisen, samisen?
Yes, that shamisen. So many great shamisen tracks. The one that plays when you go chase the wolf for the Wolf Den quest is so damn good.
Okay.
Yeah, Expedition 33 stands out in my mind the most.
Got it. All right.
Yep.
Good pick. Let's get out of here. And next one is Best Art Direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. We got Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silk Song.
I think that Death Stranding 2 is very creatively impressive.
Okay.
But it also feels like it is just more of the same.
Okay.
I think that Hades 2 kind of is the same problem, just with a different color palette.
Right.
It's green instead of red.
Same.
No, Ghost of Yotei is even more beautiful than the first one and has more varied environments than the first one.
Okay.
That's actually the game I like the most out of this batch.
Really?
I don't particularly care for Hollow Knight's art. It's a lot of gray.
Sure.
And I think Expedition 33 has amazing art, but it is hindered a little bit by Unreal Engine.
Oh no, really? Well, I mean, this is art direction, right? Or yeah, it includes technical achievement.
Yeah, like it has all of the Unreal Engine problems, just not as bad.
Okay.
I think it still looks great. I think the art design is super cool. Like the Gestrels and the God, I'm fucking blanking on the name. The Gestrels and I forget what they call the fucking bad things that you fight. Uh, but those like just look goddamn awesome.
Yeah.
Like I think the world itself looks incredible. Like the underwater world and the opening sequence with the roses and just. But I think that Ghost of Yotei is the only game I've played this year where I feel like every 25 feet I'm like, man, I need to take a screenshot. Man, I need to take a screenshot.
Sure.
Man, I need to take a screenshot. Like there are so many moments in that game that visually are just blew me the fuck away.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm playing on a PS5 Pro with an OLED, and it looks amazing. Like it looks incredible.
All right. Yeah,
So.
I'm willing to give it to them. Obviously, my favorite here is Hades, but you know they're continuing what I love about Hades 1 to Hades 2.
Yes, I think that they amped it up, just not nearly as much as the Yotei team did. I know Anthony and I have had this discussion a lot, and I'm like, Anthony, you need to go play Ghost of Tsushima again. It is like, yes, it is the same, but no, this is actually a pretty good jump visually.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. All right, best narrative. Got let's see, for outstanding
storytelling and narrative development in a game.
Yep, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F.
I have not played Medieval Peasant Simulator. I mean, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I have not played Silent Hill F. I have played the other three. Death Stranding 2 has one of the best endings to a game I've played in a long time.
Okay.
But it has a great intro, like the first 2-3 chapters. But everything in between that third chapter and that like 16th, 17th chapter, I think it is. No, wait, sorry, that's the one with the 40 chapters. Like everything, like that middle section of the game, basically nothing happens.
Gotcha.
Nothing happens for like 20 hours. I think it's the payoff is not nearly worth what you put up with.
Dang, and that's what I hear. It's a pretty good payoff.
It's a great payoff. It's just not worth what you put up with, in my opinion. Ghost of Yotei it's a pretty standard revenge plot from what I've seen so far. The ending might have some twists.
Yeah. But
so far it has been very much like it almost feels like Mega Man-esque, because at the start of the game they're like, here are the 7 dudes you need to fuck up.
All right.
The Yotei 6. And then the 6 dudes you need to fuck up, the Yotei 6. And you like kill the first one in the tutorial, and then the rest, like you choose between 2 and then go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it. It's kind of more of the same. It doesn't hit as hard as Ghost of Tsushima did, just because it's not like new.
Right.
It's like, yep, you did a cool new samurai story based around the ghost of blank.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, this is Expedition 33. That's one of the best stories I've seen in the game probably ever.
All right.
The way that it conveys like dealing with grief is amazing.
Okay.
Like it is basically a giant let's deal with grief. Yeah, they do a great job, and they cover all the ways you deal with it. Like, yeah, it's awesome.
Cool. Fantastic. All right. Best game direction awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Got Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction.
I am torn here.
Okay.
Because I think that Death Stranding 2 does have a lot of creative vision behind it. I don't particularly like a lot of it. if I'm being completely honest.
Sure.
There are parts of it that I love,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Expedition 33, once again, it has an outstanding vision from start to finish. It knows what it is. They do a lot of fun, creative things. They take the best parts of almost every JRPG you could imagine and do a great job with it.
All right. Yeah, I'm
Um,
willing to go that direction because everything I've seen of Expedition 33, it seems like they just tried to make their own thing
yeah, they did, and they did a
and they
great job.
executed it well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no shade to everyone else here, but yeah, let's go. Let's do that. And then, all right, next one, the final one, game of the year. We have Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is on here. Man.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that. I thought that'd be something else.
Yeah.
I am torn between two games.
Uh-huh.
I love Expedition 33 and I love Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yes.
And they could not be more different
I
if
know,
they
right?
tried.
Yeah, yeah.
Expedition 33 is this tale about managing grief and your family and friends and like learning to, soldier on and, like helping those who come after you, and is this really deep narrative experience with this really like rock solid gameplay loop versus Donkey Kong is Donkey Kong and Pauline are trying to get to the center of the earth to make a wish so Pauline can go back home.
Right.
And like there's some narrative stuff, like Pauline is trying to be more confident and be a better singer. But like for the most part, it is a gameplay focused game almost entirely.
Yeah.
But it is one of the happiest games you could ever play.
Okay.
It is so joyous. It has that Mario Wonder thing where like every level has some new surprise, some new delight, some new fucking just thing that'll make you smile and go, okay, that's awesome.
Mm.
And then the ending is probably my favorite ending of the year.
Really? With Expedition 33? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Bonanza.
I am talking about Bonanza. Like
You
Bonanza
put the
has
ending
one
of
of my
Bonanza over Expedition 33?
That's hard. Like every part of these games is so hard to compare because I think they both also have incredible endings.
Right.
I think that like the ending of Donkey Kong is just hype,
right,
versus the ending of Expedition 33 makes you think a lot about a lot of shit.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, so if I were on the jury, right?
Yes.
Like if I were on the Game Awards jury voting for this,
yeah,
I would probably vote for Expedition 33. If I were writing my own top 10 list for what my favorite game is, it would probably be Donkey Kong.
Okay.
So
I'm attracted to this is a good mix of like these two games are also like the two audiences. Like this is what you expect of video games, and we're gonna have some fun gameplay, and it's gonna be a fun, wonderful time, and it's family friendly, and this is what video games are. And then Expedition,
very cathartic. Just destroying the world is super fun, and whenever you get a banana, he goes up and goes, "Oh, banana!" And it's like, "Yeah, banana."
And then you have Expedition 33, which is like, people want to talk about, trying to make, here's an interesting original IP that is trying different stuff and going hard on the story and characters and everything. And like, this is what the video game for adults that have grown up on video games. This is like a push for that realm. And so I value both of these equally.
I do too. Like that's the hard part about it. Like that's the these are the two games this year that like we're working on our game of the year stuff that's going to happen in early January.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking at my favorite games of the year, and these two are just head and shoulders above everything else I've played this year. Like it's not even close.
Right.
And they're just so different. Like Donkey Kong is it's just a like, and I think that Donkey Kong, one thing I do give it credit for is like kind of reinventing Donkey Kong a little bit to
Right.
make him more of a mainstream character, which is nice. I think that I am genuinely excited for more Donkey Kong games because of this,
Nice.
and I think that they do, and I think they do a great job. Like
Yeah.
I think they genuinely do a great job. Expedition 33 is what would have happened to JRPGs if they didn't ruin themselves for 20 years. If
Right.
like Square Enix after Final Fantasy X decided to keep making good video games instead of going on like a 15-year detour, 20-year detour.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
So
I'm looking at this, and I think the edgiest of edges. Also, Jack Gamble says Claire Obscure should win a Tearjerker award, which if that was a category, I imagine it would win.
yes, there are multiple points in that game where it's just like it rips your heart out for sure.
I want to play this game, but I hate that feeling.
Don't you own it? Didn't you buy it?
I bought it, yes, and
Play it.
I got through the first portion, the tutorial area, I guess, and I sailed onto the main island, and some stuff happens, and I was like, all right, and then I just never got back to it. So,
well, fair enough.
but I do think the edge goes to Expedition 33, from what I understand
I
what that
would
game
agree
is and what it's doing, just as a well-rounded thing. Here is video games now.
Yes, and I think part of Game of the Year is representative of the year, and it is a good example of that.
I suppose.
Sadness and genocide.
Oh man. God.
I will say, if you want to pick me up after you play it, do Donkey Kong. There you go.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
You get sad, you have that deep contemplative ending, and then you're like, all right, I need something happy.
Yeah, exactly. Could you say Dispatch is happy?
Depending on the decisions you make.
Okay, well.
The ending I got was generally really happy.
Okay.
Yeah, the decisions
so it all depends. Maybe I save playing through Hades 2, get through Expedition 33 first, and then jump into Hades 2, and then I'm just generally happy with. I know I'm in my safe place.
There you go. There you go.
I think SGK's pick is Expedition 33.
Yeah, I think it is too. I also think that if you go in our Discord, like, there are people in our Discord who have tattoos of that game.
Already.
Yes. And are also calling it, like, I talked to HR Ninja, he's like, it's one of my top favorite games of all time now.
Man, that is high. All right.
I will say it probably has my favorite character of the year, favorite new character.
Okay. All right.
SGK is the best.
Okay.
You know?
Well,
sometimes I'm like, wee! And then sometimes I'm like, woo! But the wee balances out the woo.
Yeah, we did it. That's the card.
We did it. That's the SGK card.
That's it. We did it. Can't wait to watch Game Awards when that comes out. So
yeah, are you? What time do you get off work?
I get off at 4:30.
Oh damn. Okay, we'll have to watch the recorded stream when it's done.
Dang.
We'll have to. I'll stay blacked out from it, and then we'll get on together.
All right.
We'll
all right. We'll figure it out. I think we did this last year. So.
Yeah, that's what we've had to do every year because they hate the West Coast.
They really do. It's rough.
Fuckers.
All right. I actually need a bathroom break. So.
Okay, yeah, quick. We're gonna take a quick 5 and then come back to do the rest of the stories and get the rest of the show knocked out.
Yep. Talk to y'all in a little bit.
One eternity later.
Yeah, physical media. All right, we're back. Hey, hello. I'm glad we did that. That was fun. But man, that was a long one. But we're coming off of the Game of the Year, Game Awards discussion, to someone who had some thoughts, and we're going to talk about these thoughts.
Shroud, a very prominent live streamer, and a pro shooter player, has some things to say. Quote, another rigged year. Former FPS pro Shroud responds to Claire obscure Expedition 33 getting Game of the Year award game nomination over Arc Raiders. Says the world is just not ready for AI in video games.
What?
So Arc Raiders was only nominated for one award.
Right.
It was best multiplayer game. And he thinks a lot of that has to do with the fact that it uses AI voices for in dialogue and a couple other things. So yeah.
Okay.
And then he says all right, let's see. He says the show rigged, explaining why he believes Arc Raiders didn't get selected. The world is just not ready for AI in video games, not yet. They're just not ready, he asserts, referring to the controversy of AI use in that game. But hey, at least they nominated it for something. I generally thought they wouldn't nominate it for anything because they're too scared to get backlash. But at least they nominated it for something, so that's good. And then, once again, another year, another rigged year. That's crazy. It'd be pretty cool if Kingdom Come runs. We know Expedition 33 is going to win. Then he aims his frustrations at Donkey Kong Bonanza, and he says, imagine Donkey Kong winning. If Donkey Kong would win, this award show is just chalked, Who the fuck is playing Donkey Kong Bonanza? Nobody's playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Nobody. Except it is the second best-selling game on Switch and one of the best-selling games of the year.
So what I'm hearing is this man is too online and needs to log off for a little bit. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, he needs to touch grass. He also says sequels have no right to be Game of the Year, with the exception of game-changing sequels like GTA. He also adds remasters shouldn't be on there either, which, okay, I can kind of get on that one.
Yeah, sure, fine.
And I actually went and looked up some of his stuff, and he also says multiplayer games never even get nominated, yet alone win Game of the Year at all. And I can tell you why that is, as someone who has voted in this shit before. Right? I can tell you why. It's because multiplayer games change so much. That's why. They change. They change in quality, they change in scope, tone. I remember way back in the day, we gave Cataclysm, World of Warcraft Cataclysm, Game of the Year. It ended up being WoW's first kind of just sort of okay expansion.
Right.
That's it. And in hindsight, if I could go back, I would have given it to Mario Galaxy 2.
Right.
Or Alan Wake, one of the two. And and I think that that's part of the problem with multiplayer games. And also, multiplayer games are not a static experience everyone can enjoy. Everyone who plays Expedition 33, other than their party composition and maybe some dialogue choices, is going to have the same experience. Everyone's experience with Arc Raiders is going to be entirely different.
That's true. Yeah.
Depending on who you're with, how much you're playing. Because a lot of these multiplayer games suck ass by yourself, too.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've seen of Arc Raiders, I would not want to play that alone.
Right.
Not one bit. That does not seem like an appealing experience. I would not want to play Battlefield 6 alone is
Mm-hmm.
fine, especially because the community is pretty good about hey dog, do you want to squad up? But Helldivers. Imagine Helldivers winning Game of the Year, but you only play Helldivers alone.
Sure.
That experience sounds like it sucks ass.
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think a lot of multiplayer games, I struggle to have fun alone. Pokerjack Gamble in the chat is vouching for solo Arc rating. I just have not heard a lot of conversation around Arc Raiders since its release, and I picked that game for my fantasy critic, and I'm not hearing much about it.
It's like one of those popular games on Steam right now. It's doing I have a friend who's been doing nothing but playing it every day after work.
I just haven't seen the conversation. That might be partly because I've started very limiting my social media exposure.
See, I think what you need to do is what I have done, which is curate your social media.
So
Like
my
I think
problem
that
is that if I'm on social media and I limit it to a few people, a lot of these people are retweeting other people. A lot of these, it opens up to other avenues, and then it's just one click away from investigating, this conversation or that
okay,
conversation.
that's fair. See, like my big social media these days is like I'm on Blue Sky about every couple of days. Twitter, never. Basically, only when we're promoting our content is the only time I'm ever on Twitter.
Sure.
But I have Reddit, and I have Reddit curated to Reddits that I know are not trash.
Right.
Except for AFC West Me More, but that's meant to be trash.
That's a good kind of trash, No,
yeah.
so Reddit is one I have not fully gotten rid of, and I have curated that, but very small, and none of them have to do with video games directly. So I just don't see the conversation. Usually this stuff leaks out to me in some way. It certainly has not come through my friend groups. So no one in my groups have been talking about Arc Raiders except my brother just yesterday that he just picked it up after a month of it being out, or not even a month. It's been a few weeks, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking to pick it up just because I have seen so many people all over it.
Really?
And
Okay.
like when you go and when you check the top sellers, it's number 1 selling on Steam right now. It's number 3 most played. It's wildly popular.
Okay.
It's
Well,
wildly
then
popular.
I think it's. What were the release dates of the games that were nominated for Game of the Year?
Well, it did make best multiplayer, so it was a nominee.
It was. Well, yes. But I'm saying, like, is there an argument to be said that, hey, we have to release the nominees a couple weeks after this game's release? Maybe that's not enough time.
Maybe. I think their cutoff is November 1st.
Right, and this game came out October 30th, so like technically they're within the window, but it's like maybe it's just wasn't enough time, especially as a multiplayer game. Maybe it just wasn't enough time to create an impact on them. I don't know.
Maybe. I also think that there is something to be said. A couple comments from Pojek. Battlefield 6 alone is trash. These COD fiends with no brains ever group up and never play the marked objective.
True.
And then regarding Arc Raiders, play with us, big poppies.
I mean, I don't know.
Cross community Arc Raiders night. There we go. That's
right.
what will get us in.
Like I'm bummed about them using AI voices. That sucks.
Yes, I agree. I have a lot of comments about the new Call of Duty with AI because I have found more of it using AI than just the cards.
Right. I think that sucks, but I also, I don't know. I don't know if the Game Awards nominated it despite that. I don't know if people would react crazy negatively. But so they're saying that the people who run the Game Awards left it off because they were afraid of potential backlash.
But it got nominated as a multiplayer game. It wouldn't be nominated anything at all if it was
right.
Like that backlash. I think it's literally just. I think in these juries, which like met some of the people in these juries, and you look at the publications, it's like. Yeah, it makes sense. Like I personally look at my own like favorite games of the year, and the only multiplayer focused games that are near the top of my list are Battlefield and Mario Kart.
Right.
Like it's just that I think that multiplayer games have the problem that they're constantly changing. Everyone has a different experience. And then, comment in the chat. The voice changer system is cool, but use of AI is a cool use of AI. But other than that, I hate that they replace voice actors. Yes, I fucking think that's gross. It's super gross.
It's like, I think that's one thing about this comment that kind of bugs me is like the use of AI generally. As we talked about a number of times, I think there are use cases. I think there are ways to make it work. But when you are using it to replace human beings, to save money,
in an
that's a
artistic
bummer.
medium. Like if you're looking to replace human beings in like, here we made our notification email. Yeah, dude, whatever, sure.
I don't
That's
care
fine. That saves some.
your bot person really is like, I don't know. It just, I don't like it in a video game. In this is an artistic space, and I know a lot of people don't value that in this space, but enough people do. It's just
yeah, and I don't know. I think it more has to do with the fact that I think time is a factor. I think the voting, it's let's say the voting took place a week and a half ago. That's and then like that means they had 2 weeks to play the game. But I also think that just the multiplayer games don't have an impact as much, or they're limited by what or who you're playing with. Like Battlefield is not my game of the year. If I was playing Battlefield with a consistent squad every night, it might be my game of the year.
Might be. But yeah.
Also, if its campaign wasn't a giant pile of garbage, it might be my game of the year.
Yeah, right.
So,
the quote, "The world is just not ready for AI in video games." Like again, it's the way they used it. Like you need to come up with another way that is interesting and is not taking away, from the human artistic expression and taking away people from being able to earn, a little bit of money contributing to characters and stuff they love. There are people who are all about the voice actors in video games and get, signatures from them and love, buying signed art from them, and there's a whole thing.
I nearly drove an hour and a half to get Leon Kennedy, the voice of Leon Kennedy, to sign my copy of Resident Evil 4.
Hell yeah. People love Nolan North and Troy Baker and Laura Bailey, and, it's just, he just doesn't understand that. He's just not part of that.
And like, you go on Shroud's Twitch channel, and it's like, all the dude plays is like multiplayer shooters. That's his whole shtick.
Yeah, again, this goes back to 2 online. This is the content he's expected to play, so that's his world.
Yeah, like yes, and his world is like, he's playing Arc Raiders, and he's playing COD and Marvel Rivals, and you name it, and that's fine. Like it's like, dude, enjoy your Battlefield. Like those are good games.
Yeah,
Battlefield 6 is a great game.
Right.
Like it's Arc Raiders, I'm sure it is a great game. I need to play it. He's playing Tarkov, he's playing Marvel Rivals, he's playing Dune, like PUBG.
Yeah.
Like the dude just lives in online shooters, and that's fine, but it's not a ding against multiplayer games.
Right.
It's a but yeah, so
and then the who the fuck is playing Donkey Kong Bonanza is like just peak, go outside. That's
right.
You need to play other video games for a little bit. at the very least.
That game did 3.5 million units in a month.
Yeah.
It's doing pretty well on a system, mind you, that has sold 10 million units.
Right.
So that means over 33% of people who own a Switch 2, which is currently on pace to be the best-selling system ever, own a goddamn copy of Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
this is something I'm not burning up about. It's just this man is content creating shooters and is poisoned by that. And so I don't put a lot of weight in it.
All right, next up,
what is our next story? Oh, we got some PlayStation stuff. Let's talk some PlayStation a little bit. Black Friday's coming soon.
Yeah, so PlayStation started their Black Friday deals this past Friday.
Yeah.
Which is a week early. At least it's better than Best Buy, which is having Black Friday month.
Good lord. Oh my lord. Okay.
But so all PlayStation consoles are $100 off. So the digital one goes from $5 to $4. The regular with a game goes from $550 to $450. The Pro goes from $750 to $650. A lot of them have games with them. So, like, for example, they have a Ghost of Yote bundle, a NBA 2K bundle, a Fortnite bundle that comes with like skins and currency. And they're also shaving $100 off a PSVR 2, so it goes from 400 to 300.
Ooh. Okay.
They're shaving $30 off regular controllers or pro controllers.
Okay.
$20 off regular controllers, $20 off headsets, $20 off of their breakable lag controller. I mean the PlayStation Portal.
Aha.
So yeah, no, I think that's so I just kind of wanted to put this in here. I know times are tight. People looking for good deals on video games.
And these consoles are probably gonna go up. Way things have been
Yeah.
happening. So this is the time.
Yeah, if this DRAM shortage goes longer than a year, you might see another PlayStation price increase.
Yeah.
So I would recommend looking into one of those Ghost of Yote bundles at $500 while you can get them.
Right.
Yeah, dog.
That's a good bundle.
If you are looking for,
I wonder what the state
to
of
get a
PlayStation VR games.
I hear it's fine. They're still supporting it. The thing for me is they made that thing compatible with the computer. So I was actually like, look, yeah, that thing is
good move. See, that makes me want to get it. It's because I want to support them. Just anything to encourage them to keep pushing this. We're going to crack this egg.
So you lose a couple of things when you connect it to the PC.
Okay.
You lose eye tracking.
Oh.
On PC.
All right.
You lose like adaptive triggers. So and
this is all. I
lose,
imagine these are all artificial limits.
Yeah, and then you lose headset-based haptics. So that's like the rumble in the headset itself.
Oh Lord, that sounds terrible. Okay.
So yeah, no, and
imagine
then
a heavy thing on your face and it starts like vibrating. Like, no, okay, this is gonna come off.
So, but for $300, that's a pretty solid deal on a otherwise great headset.
Yeah, that might be, man.
So something to consider for the.
God damn it. Yeah, that's a cool. This is all a cool deal. Y'all should look into this.
Yeah, I think it's. I think this is a good deal. These are good deals. If you have not bought a PlayStation yet, and you're looking to upgrade, the time is now.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Next game or next game. Next news story.
Next game. Next news story.
So, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 seems to be having some small issues. It's in Europe. But hey.
It's in general. I can expand on this. I put the Europe thing just as a reminder to do a news story on Call of Duty.
Okay.
So, yeah, its sales are 63% Black Ops 6, or sorry, not Black Ops 6, Battlefield 6. It's performing significantly worse than Black Ops 6 did, though.
Okay.
And the rough part here also is on Steam, it is launching with 1/3 the amount of players Black Ops 6 did.
Oh.
Yeah. So the Steam version is doing very poorly. Like exceptionally poorly relative to Call of Duty standards, I might add.
Right, of course.
Which that's, if you told the Halo community the game had 99,000 people playing it right now, they wouldn't believe you.
Right.
So, this is fucking Call of Duty fantasy numbers, which is insane. But yeah, so some Steam numbers for you for Call of Duty. Last year, Black Ops 6 launched with 313,000 players. It went down to 200,000, then 100, then goes down to 76, goes up to 130, hovers between 75 and 90, and then Black Ops 7 comes out, It goes up to 99, and it's already back down to 91.
Man.
It's so they did not get any bump at all from the new game on Steam.
That's interesting.
Well, combined with that, it is reviewing very poorly.
Right.
It has a 69 on Metacritic, which I think that makes it the worst mainline Call of Duty, I want to say.
Man.
Yes, for main collections, yes, it is the worst.
Okay.
It officially beat Modern Warfare 3 2023.
Ooh.
So yes.
Call of Duty.
Oh wait, no, it did not beat Modern Warfare 3 2023.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's still really bad. Like it is not doing well. So, but the real part is the user score is by far lower.
Okay. Hey, we got a raid from Cartbale.
Yo, Cartbale raid.
What's going on? How you doing? We're in the middle of talking about how Black Ops is doing poorly right now.
So anyway, yeah, it has a 1.6 on Metacritic for user reviews.
Good lord, is that just a review bombing?
It might be a review bombing.
That sounds 1.6 is too low. I'm sorry. That game would have to be broken to legitimately be there.
And then you go on the Call of Duty Reddit, it is mostly pretty negative about the game.
Sure. Yeah.
It's there is not many nice things to be said.
I mean, when you're releasing them with Battlefield 6 happening at the same time, the pressure's on.
Yes, it is. Let's see. Doing good, gents. Heard Black Ops is having their ass stamped by Battlefield. Yes, that is also part of it.
Yes.
Battlefield also is nuking them player count wise. Battlefield currently has almost 3 times as many players. On Steam.
Wow.
And Arc Raiders has well over that, in fact. So there's just so there's that. By the way, follow if you haven't given us follow yet. We love our cart fam, and we love our cart.
We love Cart Bale. We love all y'all. If you want to come hang with us, we talk about video games and video game news over here.
So yeah, and I played it, and a lot of the criticism is the campaign, and the campaign is bad.
Man,
it feels like it's been written by AI.
Oh no.
It feels like it was designed by people who want to get you really badly into Warzone to make money.
Yeah.
And so much so that this is so when you finish the campaign, it starts a new mode called End Game, which is kind of like it's basically grinding missions, and it helps you unlock weapon skins. And it helps you, and it levels up your multiplayer currency and your multiplayer everything.
Okay.
Like you could level all your Call of Duty shit, not even playing the multiplayer.
All right.
So you could just run a bunch of this campaign end game and go hop into multiplayer with a fully kitted out dude.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, it's bad, and it's like someone took the worst, like the really cool trip out part of the Black Ops 6 campaign for the one mission, or like the 2 missions that are kind of in like hallucination, and made that an entire game.
Right.
All the enemies are really spongy. There are bosses that have like mechanics, but they also are just giant bullet sponges, and the mechanics are pretty easy and ignorable.
That's fortunate.
Yeah, like occasionally you have to jump over something.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's something.
Yeah, like I think that I feel like the campaign was honestly written by an AI. Like someone fed a bunch of Black Ops scripts into AI,
and it had ChatGPT
and then
just spit out something.
Shat out. Yeah, it does not feel like a human writer wrote this game.
Huh.
And it's missing a lot of the fun parts of Call of Duty. Like, I liked the Black Ops 6 campaign. That bank heist, fucking awesome. That escape running sequence through Washington, D.C., like, amazing. Like, there's so many good bits to that game's campaign, and this game's campaign is not that at all. I do remember when last year was a really fucking good COD campaign. Which I'm gonna go more into that later in the show.
Yeah.
But god damn it. So yeah, this game's performing poorly and it deserves it. The multiplayer, they didn't add much. So they wanted to add more. So they did two things with the multiplayer that are like genuinely different. Otherwise, it feels like this feels like an expansion pack to Black Ops 6 rather than a new Call of Duty.
Huh.
Like Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 6 multiplayers feel totally different. This just feels like an expansion pack to Black Ops 6.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of new maps, and they've added some new movement tech. So along with the slides and the ducks, they've now added the ability to not wall run, but to wall hop.
Oh. All right.
So you can now like excuse me.
Yeah.
So you now like see a wall, jump on it, and then jump to a new spot, or use a wall to go get some height.
Yeah.
Like go pop up in on someone's window.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh well, thank you. Thank you for following us on Spotify. We're also on Apple Podcasts and Amazon for those of you who are curious.
Yeah, thank you, Cartbale.
Thank you, buddy. By the way, Twitch subs, we like those.
Sure.
Anyway. So anyway, but the problem is it feels like the maps are not designed around this new mechanic. That's one of the big issues. And the maps feel relatively lifeless, which, to be fair, that's been a Call of Duty problem for a while. In my opinion, really, everyone post like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 has felt like the maps aren't, not a place, but just an arena.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that it feels like the most half-assed one they've done in a while.
It was a bad time to do that.
Yes, it is. It feels like the most half-assed one they've done since probably like 2016, 2017, 18, okay. When World War II came out. So I think that would have been 2018. The campaign is an unplayable nightmare that feels like it's just trying to promote Warzone and doesn't feel like a good Call of Duty campaign. It doesn't even feel like a COD campaign. Worst part is they try and shoehorn it into a good Black Ops continuity, like it's post Black Ops 2 and constantly references Black Ops 2, which is a good COD campaign.
Yeah.
Then they have a multiplayer, which just kind of feels like an extension of last year's. There's a couple of cool little things they've added. Like they've added a robotic dog as a score streak that you can call it in and it'll walk around and murder the living shit out of everything and everyone.
Okay.
Same with a mech suit, does the same thing. That's a nice little it's nice, but it's not like game changing. And yeah, and then zombies are still zombies.
Okay.
It's basically untouched.
Right.
So yeah, my opinion is if you like Call of Duty, just keep playing Black Ops 6 or go back to old games because this is not good. I honestly might see, even though I've played 16 hours of it, I might see if Valve will give me a refund.
Okay, that means worth a shot. Worst is you're told no.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's what it is.
Yep. So yeah. Anyway, last news story. Then we can get into what we've been playing.
Yeah, last news story.
Call of Duty thoughts.
So all right. Xbox is reportedly warning of yet another potential price increase.
Third one in a fucking year. That's crazy.
I just don't know. All right, fine.
So basically, DRAM prices, which is the RAM that's in all computerized things, basically, has gone up 170% year over year, driven by a huge agreement signed by Samsung and SK in October, which will supply OpenAI with nearly half of the world's DRAM output for its Stargate data centers. And this is resulting in price hikes. And then Xbox did not plan for this at all.
Which is funny because they're like involved. They are deeply involved in AI.
As someone who worked at Microsoft, it's just another sign of the Microsoft times.
Get how they don't. All right, yeah.
I'll go into that privately sometime.
Okay, great.
But Sony, on the other hand, has bought tons and tons of RAM near the bottom of the pricing to try and prepare for things like this. And they should be fine for months. They have plenty of GDDR6 from at least what they've been told. So, yeah.
Oh, well, all right. That's couldn't get through. I know we talked a little bit of mess about Xbox even in the celebration of the Xbox 360, but we had to have a story that was like, just in case you forgot, Xbox is still making some choices and forgetting to make choices when they should be making choices. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I just wanted to do this one to rub it in a bit.
keep the Gamecast.
Like you gotta. We are contractually obligated to shit on Microsoft at least once a week.
We fought so hard for Xbox at the beginning of Super Gamecraft's life, and we tried.
We have to reverse all the bad karma.
We're still going. Not
People
stopping.
bought Xboxes because of us. We need to reverse this. We're sorry. We're so sorry.
Man, such a bummer. But yeah, and this also speaks to we were talking about the Steam machine and stuff like that. Like this shortage is going to affect other things too. I find that very interesting. AI gonna keep going this way.
Basically, anything that uses RAM is about to get a shit ton more expensive. The only thing that I don't think will, and it kind of depends on how they handle it, because I'm actually kind of surprised about this because Microsoft handles most of their stuff in 3-year contracts.
Right.
So they should have been locked in. I'm kind of surprised that this is the way it is. So yeah.
All right. That's yeah. That's the Xbox news.
I think Apple price products will probably stay the same price just because their margins are so good.
Yeah.
I think Sony and Nintendo are the kind of companies who stock up on a bunch of supply, so they'll probably be fine for a bit. Otherwise, though, I think that if you want to buy something that uses RAM, GPUs, computers, etc., you might want to get while the getting's good.
This has me going back to like, is this typical Microsoft incompetency, or is this Microsoft being like, again, I want to hear more about what is going on inside Xbox. Is Microsoft being like, yeah, you go ahead and go along with that PC machine, have fun. We're working on AI, and we really don't care what happens as far as whether you succeed or not. But if you want to keep doing this, I guess have fun. Oh man, you ran out. There's a shortage on DRAM. That's a shame. We're gonna keep building these data centers and working on AI stuff. You guys figure it out. I don't know.
I'm just picturing the fucking South Park. We're sorry. We're sorry. Well, he's just fucking bare ass naked on a rug. Or the fucking Cable Guy episode where they're rubbing their nipples. Like, oh, your cable's out? Oh, that's too bad. It's like, oh, the Xbox has a third price increase in a year? I'm sorry.
Phil Spencer's just tearing his hair out. Like, I have lit myself on fire for you assholes. All right. Yep. That's the news. Good Lord.
All right. What we've been playing?
Yeah.
I went down. Oh God, I'm so excited to talk about this. I went down a rabbit hole. I went down a deep rabbit hole of Call of Duty this week.
I saw you doing that. That was nuts.
I was one of the people who was really disappointed by Black Ops 7. I prestiged in the multiplayer to make sure how I felt about the multiplayer was correct. I played through a good chunk of the campaign. I don't play zombies, so sorry, not sorry. Everybody's into zombies.
Right.
All right. So after like my experience getting through a good chunk of that campaign and being like, this is one of the worst Call of Duty campaigns, if not the worst campaign I've ever played, besides maybe Black Ops Declassified or Modern Warfare 3 2023.
Yeah.
I proceeded to go and decided to backtrack to other Call of Duties. So I decided to go boot up Modern Warfare 2 and 3 because I own Modern Warfare 2 and like the 2023 or 22 one, 2023 ones.
Yeah.
And those games multiplayers are still populated and they're still awesome. And they play significantly differently than this. They're a lot more tactical, a lot more like a lot slower paced.
Sure.
Like Black Ops 6, people are sprinting, and 7, people are sprinting a million miles an hour. Now there's this wall hop thing. It's actually really funny when like people will purposely like wall hop out from a corner so that they're not in your line of shot.
Yeah.
And it's super funny every time it happens because you just look like they're jumping out like, ah.
That's fun. All right.
Yeah, they're a lot slower. They're a lot more tactical. And I've kind of been enjoying that because, like, I gotta say, playing Black Ops 6 and 7 is also like just constant stimuli.
Right.
It's just like people moving just million miles an hour, like flashing metals constantly. Versus like those are a little more low key. Like they're still fast relative to shooters, but it's a lot more low key. Like
right.
You can actually like post up with a sniper and like kind of get on a roll with it and whatnot. And in the case of Modern Warfare 2, it's like a traditional COD campaign, and it's a great time. I had a blast going through it, or not going through it, but playing what I played. I was like, yeah, okay, no, this is like that traditional COD stuff you love.
Yeah.
And then I decided, okay, maybe I'm like, and then I was like, okay, maybe like Black Ops, half the time the campaign is bad, because I remember not liking the Black Ops 1 campaign outside of a few missions.
Okay.
And then and same with the Black Ops 1 multiplayer. And I sent you a GIF, which is the Thanos. Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Yes.
In regards to Black Ops 1, because the Black Ops 1 campaign is actually pretty dope.
Huh.
It's cheesy. It's really cheesy.
That's
but
fine.
It's dope, dude. Like, okay. Yeah, they open up with all this Cold War stuff, and you're in Cuba, and it's a really good time. Like, I was kind of, and then the multiplayer one, I was surprised it's still at a population, at least on Xbox.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's also like a lot slower paced. You can line shots up. The maps are kind of like feel like real places, and they're well designed. It just feels like it has a level of love and care that every game besides like post Modern Warfare 2 2022.
Yes.
Dear God. Has not had. Like Black Ops 6 kind of has parts of it, but like even then it's like a little weird.
Yeah.
So I did that and I'm like, well, let me go back to like two of my favorite Call of Duties, which were Modern Warfare's 1 and 2, 2007, 2009. Those two campaigns are still the best in the series.
Okay.
Period. Full stop. Like, full stop. All gillied up.
Yep.
You're not topping all gillied up.
Nope.
You're not topping no Russian. Though Vorkuta in Black Ops 1 does go real hard, admittedly. Like just top tier campaigns. And those multiplayer is the remaster for COD 4 still has a very active multiplayer. I was able to get matches in Ground War, no problem.
Wow.
Bing bang boom. And it's I feel like it's a perfect middle ground. It's a lot of like, hey, we're lining up sight lines. We're, like it feels very contained in comparison, of course, because it's the original.
Yeah. Like
not the original, but like it's way back.
Right.
And it feels like you only have the 3, kill streaks, and it's, you got your chopper, you got your missile, you got your your UAV. And then Modern Warfare 2 in this day and age feels like the fastest video game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Okay.
It could be everyone I was playing with was maxed out level 70s who knew what they were doing, which is probably true.
That'll help.
But like, dude, I could get 3 matches of Modern Warfare 2 2009 done in the time that I could get any modern Call of Duty match done.
Man.
People are just creating these insane kill boxes of just like it looks like the kill ticker never stops.
Ooh, all
like
right.
It is crazy. And I'm doing okay. Like, I'm hanging around like a 0.75 to a 1.25 in most matches. But like, you're seeing people just doing the craziest shit now. Which, like I said, it makes sense for a multiplayer game that's been played for 16 years straight by some people.
Yeah.
But also it feels like it just has a lot more going on, a lot more depth. It doesn't feel as designed for the esports bros.
Right.
That's another factor of it. It's just, I find that if you were to point me to how I feel about Call of Duty, it's like the multiplayer I prefer is probably the modern versions of Modern Warfare. So 1, 2, and 3. The campaigns I prefer are these old campaigns.
Right.
And I think that I really hope they get their shit together, because Call of Duty has been very off for a while. Is what it feels like, because the Call of Duty has eras. Like, you have your first era, which is like 1 to Black Ops 2, which is almost all bangers with the exception of Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty 3. Then you have your second era, which is like Ghost to World War 2, which outside of Infinite Warfare is bad. And I will stand by that. All those games are not good.
Okay.
Press F to pay respects.
Right.
Stupid as hell. And then you have the modern era, which has just been wildly inconsistent.
Right.
Modern Warfare 2019 is amazing. Cold War is solid. Vanguard sucks. Modern Warfare 2 is good. Modern Warfare 3 sucked initially, but then its multiplayer got good. Part of that is because instead of having bad maps, they just reuse Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps.
Okay.
Which, I guess that's one way to do that.
Yeah.
And then Black Ops 6 was great campaign, great multiplayer, and Black Ops 7 feels like a mediocre expansion pack with a multiplayer that wasn't thought out. And it feels like if they do this kind of campaign in the future, I think that these games are going to tank even further. I think there's an amount of people that really do love COD campaigns, and I'm at times one of them. I genuinely do love like a good COD campaign, and this campaign is just so bad, and like Modern Warfare 3's was also bad, and this campaign though feels like not only is it written by AI, it feels like because it has that mode called End Game, which they're also making into its own mode. You don't need to finish the campaign to access it soon. Because they're making it its own game mode, I think they're trying to try and replace campaign with this. And I will become very uninterested in Call of Duty going forward if that's the case.
Right.
This is horrendously bad. It does not have nearly as good a set pieces. You don't choose difficulty for it, by the way. It just has a set difficulty.
Wow.
Yep. It is all co-op. It forces you to do it. Either you can't pause it. You can either play it co-op, or you can matchmake to do co-op, or you can play it alone. But even then, it's meant for 4 people.
Right.
And it's a mess. It's a mess. And what bummed me out is I played the Battlefield 6 campaign finally, a little bit of it. And it's not as bad as this, but it's not good. It feels like someone took the Modern Warfare good Call of Duty campaign idea but didn't understand it entirely. Not in a like made by AI any way, just in a like just doesn't, isn't up to the level of quality as those experiences,
Right,
basically.
right.
And just, yeah, that's kind of it. And it bummed me out, and it bums me out that Call of Duty's in this space, because for a long time I really liked those games. I didn't like them as much as I liked Halo ever, but it was always a good, like, I'm getting bored of Halo, let's go load up some COD.
Exactly.
And also, Call of Duty not having a good campaign this year, and Battlefield attempting to do a good campaign but it not turning out well, has made me desperately hate the fact that I just realized like almost no shooters have good campaigns anymore. Like, legitimately, like what, the last shooter I played other than Call of Duty that had a campaign was Halo Infinite, and
That's
that
what
was
I was
great.
thinking. Yeah.
That was a great campaign. I loved it. But like, and I enjoyed the Black Ops or the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. I enjoyed the Black Ops 6 campaign, but it's like, and I think that Call of Duty at this point, if they're gonna do this, I think they need to move to a franchise being an every other year thing.
Which they're
I
not going
think
to
they
do.
need no. Which, okay, so is this gonna turn into what it was, where it's like, oh, you skip the every other year of COD because that's the bad one, or that's the lesser one?
It's sounding like that would be an
Yeah.
better situation than what they're starting to get into.
Yeah, because you look at like the Call of Duty release schedule recently, right? And I feel like no one on the internet really fully analyzes Call of Duty anymore. They it's just kind of goes in the wind.
Right.
But like you look at the last handful of releases, right? And you're like, okay, let's look at the modern era. Modern Warfare comes out. It has a great campaign, a great multiplayer. I think Warzone launched alongside it eventually, and that was also sick. 2020 hits, Black Ops Cold War launches with the new consoles. Solid campaign, some really cool stuff if you're into the Black Ops thing. Kind of hit or miss on some other bits, but still good.
Yeah.
All right. And then Vanguard comes out, and it has a very bad everything, basically.
Right.
And that's the one done by Sledgehammer Games.
Yeah.
And then the Modern Warfare 2 comes out, and it's sick. But then Modern Warfare 3 comes out, and it's bad campaign. Multiplayer that launches bad, but gets patched and fixed.
Okay.
Black Ops 6, great all around. Black Ops 7, mostly bad other than pieces of its multiplayer. And the thing is it's not consistent either, because, it used to be, Sledgehammer makes the bad ones. Right. And then it was like, Infinity Ward makes the bad ones.
The newer Infinity Ward.
Newer Infinity Ward, yes. Like Ghost was not good.
Right.
And then Infinite Warfare was okay, but like, you look at because Sledgehammer made Vanguard, Sledgehammer made Modern Warfare 3, but Treyarch made Black Ops 7. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, why wasn't Infinity Ward ready? Because it's been, 3 years or 2 years. I thought the rotation is every 3 years and would go Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer. And, it's been Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Treyarch. And I'm like, what is going on?
I don't know what's going on. It really just at this point, I feel like it all comes down to, are people going to keep buying Call of Duty, regardless of what's going on here?
Well, judging by like this year, console, sales have been down. Battlefield's popular. I think it does not help that Battlefield is out and very good and very popular, and Arc Raiders is doing well, and I think those two games are kind of eating its lunch a little bit. Battlefield especially, because of the console space. And you know, I think Call of Duty still can be popular and successful. I think they just need to take a year off, get their studios in order, and go from there. Or they need to go back to the every 3 years thing, because it was very weird that it like went Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Treyarch. Like it went out of order, and then they did 2 sequels back to back. Like it went Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7.
Yeah.
And maybe they thought, oh, well, we'll reuse assets and couldn't get everything done in time, and just I don't know. Yeah, and I think what a lot of people a lot of people who have played these games the entire way through, like I have, like more than anything, like I just want a Modern Warfare 2 2009 like remaster, the way COD 4 got.
It might be coming.
Like, that's what I want more.
Oh, Robot Bronson has returned. It was very nice for Robot Bronson to fuck off for a little while. All right, you seem to be back.
Okay, good, great, super.
Weird. Anyway.
Okay, so yeah, and and then I played the Battlefield 6 campaign. I was like, shooter campaigns are dead. They're dead. They barely exist. And that sucks, because they're awesome. Like I loved playing Half-Life back in the day. I loved playing Halo campaign. I liked playing the Call of Duty and Black Ops campaigns. Like, this is a fucking bummer.
Right.
More than anything.
Yeah. Shooter campaigns were all the rage for a time. And it was a real good time.
Yeah. I don't know. This has made me want to do a video on like examining Call of Duty, but I don't want to go track down the games I don't own.
Right, yeah.
And deal with that. Unfortunately. Yeah. So now I'm just like sitting here waiting for hopefully another good Call of Duty or Half-Life. Like I like, Doom was a campaign, but the newest Doom was kind of disappointing. And then I'm just like sitting here like, all right, I guess I'm going to play Halo Campaign Evolved, because at least it's a campaign and it'll be decent-ish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shame. Well, yeah, Call of Duty's in a spot right now. Good I'm glad you did your diligence to check out all the Call of Duty games and see what's been going on.
Yes.
Good Lord.
I suffered, so you don't have to.
What else did you play?
So yeah, we still here?
Yeah. It just seemed like you were going to continue a different thought.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm interested in exploring the thing more. I might just do like videos examining each era and pick a game from each era.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Because like I have thoughts on this shit, and it's just like
you should.
And it's just like feels like a game that's like out of time almost, of being like a yearly thing. That's like, people still line up for this and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Luminous Arise came out.
That's right.
That is an amazing game. It's one of my favorite games of the year. They took Luminous and added Tetris Effect style backgrounds and movement and visuals to it, and a VR mode. And I have been playing it consistently for the entire 2 weeks it's been out.
Okay.
I have 17 hours in it, and there will be times where I will frequently sit down, boot up survival mode, and go for 2 hours straight.
Yeah, that's right.
Looks just amazing soundtrack, amazing music. I think that this is a great entry point for the series. I think that I always used to be like, oh, play 1 or Electronic Symphony. Now I'm like, no, dude, go straight to Arise.
Okay.
Go straight to Arise. And it's a great VR tech, too. Like, if you got a VR headset, you'll love it.
Okay.
So good. It
Fantastic.
does. I always liked Luminous more than Tetris because of the rhythm game element, and this adds, and that's still the case here. I like this more than I like the Tetris Effect. And the Tetris Effect was one of my favorite games the year it came out.
Awesome. That's great.
Yep.
All right, I'm glad they got a good sequel to Luminous.
Yeah, and they added like the burst mode stuff from Luminous, and you can just use that for crazy as shit combos where you like get, you basically turn if you're fast with it and you can set stuff up right, dude, you can have it so like you not only do you clear your entire board, but you also get a like ridiculous like 70,000 point combo out of it. It's nuts.
Ooh, nice.
So good.
Okay.
So good.
Cool.
I also respect that the creator of this truly believes that early 2000s EDM and visuals will heal the world.
Right.
Like I'm just like, yep. All right, man.
Yep.
Um,
Someone's gotta.
Yeah. I like that one of the review blurbs on Steam, the cure for our cynical world.
I love it. Yeah.
So I did that, and then I finished Keeper.
Yep.
I finished Keeper. That game is cool, and I really hope Double Fine doesn't get shut down.
Man.
It's another one of the best looking games of the year. It's one of those games that it does that thing that Split Fiction does, where like every 20 to 30 minutes you're getting a new toy to play with, a new mechanic.
Okay.
And then cool. It goes away and it goes to the next thing. It does visual instruction better than almost any game I've ever seen.
Okay.
In which it'll jump from section to section to section to section. Like it'll be like the way the camera will be positioned will be like, you clearly need to walk this way.
Yeah.
This and it'll like give you hints to puzzles with visuals. Like this is an entire game of puzzles, and I thankfully only had to look up a solution like once, and it wasn't even a solution as it was, where the fuck do I go?
Right. Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
I absolutely loved my time in it. It has a good soundtrack. It's very charming. The ending is great. Like the ending is absolutely superb. They really nailed the ending. I think the big caveat with this game is you somewhat need to enjoy puzzles. They're not particularly challenging puzzles. They're actually quite easy. I think there's only one that I really looked at and was like, damn, that was kind of a bitch. But otherwise, like, it's a lot, there's even some platforming elements. And I think that if you like variety and you like cool art and you like visual storytelling rather than just having a straight narrative, you'll love the shit out of this game.
Okay. I love it. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's $30.
All right.
It took me about 5 hours to finish it.
Cool.
I will say that if you're looking to 100% it, that'll have a guide up, and it won't be hard, and it'll probably take you about 8 hours. So yeah.
Cool.
It is playable on Steam Deck. You do kind of need to crank settings all the way down to get it to work well. Yeah, that's kind of it.
All right. Awesome.
And then the last thing is, last two things I forgot to mention about Battlefield 6. God damn it, that multiplayer. I have been learning how to snipe in that game, and I have never felt so badass playing a sniper in a game.
Ooh, awesome.
Because you actually have to adjust for distance. So if you're far enough away, you have to like start factoring bullet drop and start figuring how to arc shit.
Yeah. I like it.
I had one shot, and I have not been able to replicate this since, where a dude like was on top of a mountain. He jumped off and started parachuting down off the top of the mountain, and I headshot him in the air, and I perfectly figured out the bullet travel and shit with it. I was like, oh, fuck yeah! Like just this moment of just pure joy lighting up my face.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was, I ended up going like 5 and 10 that game, and most of my points came from like drone spotting.
Sure.
But like for this one brief minor victory, it was just like I domed that fucking dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The last game is just a quick brief rant. NBA 2K. So we had to replace the living room PlayStation. The disk drive died.
Yep.
And it's a FAT, so you can't just replace the disk drive. and it came with a copy of NBA 2K.
Right.
I have not played NBA 2K in about a decade.
Okay.
I have only played it with friends in the past, and I decided, let's give it a shot. It came for free with the box. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't particularly care for NBA 2K, and that's mainly just because I'm not a basketball guy.
Right.
I am so pissed off at Madden right now, though. The presentation in this is criminally better. The options are better. There's more stuff in it. It looks better. This is criminal. How much better this is. Okay, so I love NFL history and old NFL shit.
Yeah.
There is a mode in NBA 2K where you can play in different eras. Like you can do a 90s matchup and it looks like a 90s broadcast.
Man, that sounds
awesome. Looks like it's on a VHS tape and shit. And I'm like, why the fuck does it matter to have this?
There's some really cool football history,
Yes. Like you could play as like the 90s Bulls in that game or like the and I'm just like,
yeah,
this bullshit. And those were features that used to be in Madden, by the way. Fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
No one knows or cares because they're too busy paying $1 million to play fucking Ultimate Team. Fucking bullshit. Same thing with MLB The Show. It's also better.
Right.
Madden actually might be the worst mainline sports game right now. I've heard FIFA has also gotten pretty shit, but I haven't played it to confirm.
Yep.
But the show and NBA 2K, like an NBA 2K has problems. Like it shoves microtransactions and Ultimate Team down your throat.
Yeah.
Or their equivalent to Ultimate Team. I forget what it's called.
Right.
But like, it's not like, good guy, but it's just like their bare minimum is so much higher than Madden's bare minimum. It's embarrassing.
Like MLB The Show has a mode where you're like checking out and playing in the Negro Leagues. Like there's really interesting history that they're teaching in these games about the sport that like broadcasts don't often get into. Like this is really cool if you really appreciate the sport, and there's so much opportunity there.
Yes, and like it has, and like in the case of MLB, it has like all this management shit that Madden doesn't have.
Right.
In regards to the way you manage your team and the cap and the rest. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just as a football fan, I'm actively pissed off and jealous.
Yeah. You know what would be a dumb, fun mode is if they did like, did you ever see that image of like someone tried to create a strategy card to play football well in like the 1920s or whatever? They're like, if you're on the 10-yard line, you punt it. You get that out of there because you don't want to risk a safety. And because they hadn't developed the like passing plays yet. And I would love a mode where you play in the old style. You got the leather helmets and you cannot forward pass. I would love to see that. It would be a dumb thing. It probably wouldn't be fun, but I want to see what would happen.
Like, and the thing is like NCAA even, which is not like, they did not improve it enough this year. I will be fully honest with you. But like even NCAA is like, it's better. It's better than what Madden offers. Like it's a better game.
Yeah.
And that sucks as someone who prefers pro football.
Right.
Like it sucks that I'm like sitting here being like, the college game is a lot more fun to play and has a lot more features and is a lot more interesting than the pro game that is a lifeless shell that is bad. Oh my god, Kansas City won. Sorry, this made me check the football scores. I'm like, god damn it.
Aw, damn.
You know what? It's still good for the Broncos. It's still good for the Broncos because that means that means they're first in the league officially.
Daniel Jones.
So
buddy. Anyway. Yeah. Madden continues
every
to be in a
time that
rough
he
spot.
throws a touchdown, the stadium needs to play. Da, 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 da,
yeah, right. Yeah. It should.
Oh, lordy. Anyway, that's a show.
That's a show.
I think. Oh, yeah. Did you play anything? I think you said
I played some Date Everything. I checked that out, but I'm like still early on in that. They created a bunch of items that are dateable, and I picked some favorites so far. But
What's your favorite item to date? What have you been enjoying?
It's tough because the person I've enjoyed dating, or I enjoyed like interacting with the most, was the Shelf, who is this super fit tomboy lady, and
All right.
just very, very excited and keeping the energy up because I'm a shelf that doesn't have support, and I need to keep the energy up to wait off these feelings of terror. Like she's great. I love her. I think my favorite has to be the cardboard box, because she's like a Indiana Jones like character. It's about adventure, and you can assemble a group to go on an adventure into the basement, that's my favorite story. If you can get a group of characters that came from like different areas and they have to come together and go on an adventure, like, imagine your Guardians of the Galaxy-esque kind of scenarios.
I love me some Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and it's something that's common. It's like Star Wars was like Luke from a farm and Han Solo and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, just getting a bunch of people from different backgrounds together on an adventure will always get me going. And so in the middle of my dating thing, I ended up going on an adventure with the box, the sailboat in the glass bottle, and the globe. And it was great. Loved it. I'm currently I naturally had a relationship with the bed. That was going to happen.
Yeah, that's everybody. Everybody has a relationship with their bed.
Exactly. I hear that you can have an enemies with benefits relationship with the bed, which
all right.
I can kind of see the logic of. I kind of want to check that out. And then I'm currently working on the desk, who is this very strong Russian lady.
Yeah, the Russian lady.
I also got in a relationship with a couple, a laundry and laundry hamper, who hate each other but love each other, and then you become the third if you pursue that. And I really enjoyed that.
You're in the hamper thruple.
Yeah, and it's awesome. All right. So yeah, I'm having fun with that. I checked out Skate's continuing to go on. It has the same problems that we talked about in the same game. Boot up World of Warcraft. Jumping into World of Warcraft a little bit. As I was talking with you before the show, I found out that the Devour Demon Hunter subclass, and it seems to be aiming for everything I want. Void Elf Demon Hunter that is both melee and ranged and tries to balance between the two. That's everything I want, pretty much. Not everything, but as close to everything I want as possible. So that comes out with potentially the pre-patch of Midnight. We'll see. So right now I'm just messing around with World of Warcraft and trying to learn stuff about it. Try to get invested before Midnight comes out.
All right, hell yeah. No, I hope you do, dude. I'd love to send you a G invite and have some good stuff going on.
It would be cool to find a group of people to interact with and occasionally visit and hang out. So
I just like how our guild goes from being the most active people in the world the second the season ends. It's just like, all right, everybody.
Right. See you next time. Yep.
Yeah. See you in 3 months, everybody.
Which that's a fairly healthy way to interact with World of Warcraft. But and then I don't know. I probably noodled around with a couple other games, but it's just not coming to me right now. So they clearly have not made enough of an impact. I don't know. So I think that's a show. I think we did it.
We did it. Okay,
Yay.
We promised next week the show will be back to its normal length.
We'll be fine. We just had to catch up on some stuff. All right. It really had to happen.
We have good stuff going on. All right, everybody.
Yep. So, hey, we're on social media. We're on your favorite podcast app, probably. We're on YouTube. Check out the podcast channel as well as the main channel. Some edited videos going to be coming your way. And we on a Discord. If you want to come hang with us, talk video games and whatever else, we're on a Discord. So feel free to check us out there.
Bye, guys. We love you.
We out. Bye.